Ah! How's it going, Devin? It's so scary out there. Maybe we'll find a new intro bit. I don't know. For right now, we're rocking with being scared all the time.
It is scary out there. I mean, as long as you know, things go the way they're going.
As long as chaos reigns, and we can't control the chaos. You know, we're gonna try our own bit of chaos control, so to speak, by May on tonight's stream here. Now, Devin, you and I think I don't want to be hyperbolic. I don't want to be spouting stuff that cannot be fact-checked. I don't want to say anything that isn't necessarily, you know,
community noted.
I want things that everyone already agrees with coming out of my mouth. So when I sit here and say you and I are the biggest Sonic the Hedgehog fans on the planet, rest assured that we're going to be assuring our audience on our stance here on this video game. Sonic X Shadow Generations, kind of just talking about the Shadow Generations part. Devin, now we streamed half of this, I think. I want to say it's half-ish.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It felt like half.
Last month. And now we're hopefully going to finish it off today. I'd say it all comes down to this, but who knows? Now, I want to know what your thoughts are on Shadow the Hedgehog and maybe some of his friends. But we're going to tell maybe some stories about our own lived experiences with Shadow the Hedgehog and his friends as we go on to the stream. So I just want to ask you this one question as we stop off, as we kind of take that first step into this speed run of Shadow Generations. Very simply, Devin, do you actually think Rouge the Bat will be in Sonic 3's end credits?
I mean, we had the one theory of, that maybe at the end they'll have multiple, like, reveals. Like, you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, here's the shadows, the shadows of, it'll be like a big bright light or a fire or something. You'll just see silhouettes of, 4 characters, and it'll be Rouge, it'll be the crocodile and Charmy the bee or whatever. You know what I mean? It'll be something like that potentially. I could see that happening. But I as we talked about in other episodes, kind of covering Sonic 3. This was even before some of the latest photos that came out. I think it was Vanity Fair did them, or someone did, Hollywood Reporter. I don't remember who. Which some of those photos I think kind of could change our predictions a little bit, but I still think the general gist of what we think can happen is possible still, which is more of a, it'll be kind of the same recipe as the first 2 movies, where there'll be a resolution, Shadow gets beaten, but, winds up joining the crew a little bit and maybe does his own thing, and then they maybe leave it open for a Shadow TV show on Paramount, which there's now been a rumor that might be happening too.
I heard the rumor might be that it's changed into a movie, which I think kind of helps your argument of, like, the story and conflict of Sonic 3 will be resolved, but Shadow will have his own follow-up cleanup thing to do in his movie or show. And then Sonic 4
what we more want, which is a Sonic 4 to be the actual resolution to Sonic 3, where Sonic 3 leaves us on a kind of a cliffhanger of like, hey, no, the world is ending, or hey, no, like this person got hurt or captured, and like, we need to resolve that. But the reason I'm saying all this is because I think depending on how the route the movie goes, it can show you how wide of a scope you want to make the rest of the films in the universe, so to speak. My gut's going to say no. There's going to be no Rouge the Bat. I want there to be Rouge the Bat, obviously for the meme, but also it would be also hilarious if it was just Rouge the Bat. I think if you're going to get a Rouge the Bat, it's going to be in a reveal that is multiple characters at once. I don't think it's going to be, at the end it's just one Rouge the Bat. If it's going to be one person, or one character rather, I count the Sonic characters as people, personally. But if it's going to be one
I like
character,
that qualification. I think they're people.
They should be allowed.
I had to sit there and think for a second what you even meant by that before realizing it's the obvious.
But no, I think it's going to be Silver, or it's going to be a Metal Sonic. It's going to be either of those two is like the reveal at the end, because those are the only 2 like characters they really have left. I feel like that are, I don't know, like well known enough to like a more general Sonic fan, and also like would be hype enough. Like, yes, Rouge would be hype for us, and we'd be dying laughing about that. But like it just doesn't make sense for the tone of the movies up until this point. So I think you're either going to get and the rumors are there is a reveal at the end of the movie again, but to me that worries me a little bit, of just feeling a little bit like Sonic 1 and 2, where it's like, okay, we need to show a new character at the end to get you hyped, and it's just like, there's other ways to do that, I think. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Also, it's just a rumor. It could be fake. They could also be multiple characters. What's up, Farah? Hello.
I mean, rumor has it, as Adele once said, that they're going to make 1 million of these movies as long as Paramount makes $1 million every single second of their lives. So I feel like we know that they're in this for the long haul. We know that
they wouldn't have made a TV show for like Knuckles, for example, if they weren't willing to build up.
Well, one could argue they weren't willing to build anything with that show at all.
But you know what I mean? That they're willing to put an additional budget into what could, like, for video game franchises at this point, still, even with the success of like Last of Us and Fallout now, there's still a risk that, you know, these production companies see when they make a video game adaptation. You know what I mean? They don't. You know, there's a risk for them of like, well, I don't want to like set up too much, because if it sucks ass and doesn't get the box office numbers, we're probably not going to do it anymore.
Right.
Kind of like how Uncharted ended, right? Spoilers for Uncharted loosely, but like it hints at like, hey, we could do another venture,
right?
But also at the same time, we don't have to.
Exactly. A lot of movies these days do that because of like fear of I don't know, I guess missing out on the next big score, but also not wanting to tie themselves to their choices.
Because I think the MCU kind of thing now, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, but the MCU thing is everyone wants a universe or wants some sort of planned thing, and I think it's companies tried that, DC especially tried that, and it has failed at this point. Marvel is more of a one-off in the sense of, hey, we can plan 7 movies down the line, and at this point it's actually starting to catch up to them a little bit, where people are like, oh yeah, there's a new Marvel movie coming out, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, like, they gotta earn it back. But I feel like they probably consider themselves like they've already gotten it done, and they're in maybe bonus time of just, let's just keep it in the air. How long can we juggle this? We already made our bajillion dollars, let's just keep going. Yeah, because you're right, every single studio wants to have an IP, which is the words that they use now. I feel like I didn't hear that outside video games until like the Marvel stuff took off, like you're saying, but every studio and every publishing company wants to have an IP that they can milk forever. Comic books are like that, and you know, Paramount and Sega want to be able to do this with Sonic. So yeah, you know, like, we are under no illusions that they have been planning out an arc to have 3 be the last one, or the next one even be the last one. They're gonna make these until it no longer makes financial sense for them to.
Or they maybe, if they keep it up, they'll make a direct to streaming kind of thing. I think that is like
diminishing
the next
returns
tier
are
below
still returns, and yeah, you can then lower the stakes down like that. That's for sure.
Hey, we'll do a Knuckles level, like in terms of quality, visual, and budget, and we'll make a movie that's an hour and 20 minutes, a Christmas special, like the Guardians of the Galaxy is a good example, where, hey, this isn't enough for a movie, but like it's enough for a streaming movie, a direct-to-video movie.
We used to call those made for TV.
Here's $20 million, maybe, like, at best.
Yeah.
It's more for the love of the craft at that point. Far asks, so do you guys prefer the first or second movie? We have the second movie as S tier on our video game movies list, and we have the first one at A tier. I'm curious, though, with this third movie. I think, honestly, I'm going in with a little bit higher, I was going with higher expectations, but I'm kind of going with higher expectations the more I hear about this movie and see the trailer, and the more we've talked about it, where I'm like, it's going to have to do something a lot for me to put it in S tier. So I don't know if it's going to beat Sonic Movie 2. I think Sonic Movie 2 we watched at a time where video game movies are starting to become more better. And that movie I would still probably keep in S tier, even after we watched it recently, back in April. I keep it in S tier. Like I don't like really changing rankings as of right now. We haven't had that predicament come up really,
and I still stand by that. I mean,
but you know what I mean, where there's a different level of like, for 3 for me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's fair.
No, I get it, because it's your, I mean, the more you watch of a thing, the more your expectations grow with that. Them simply doing the same thing again will feel like a disappointment. They gotta up it every time. I will just say, for me personally, I think having Shadow the Hedgehog in there, for me personally, even doing what we've seen in the trailer so far, is enough to be like, okay, if they were to do the exact same thing and then have Shadow be Shadow in this movie, that is enough to satiate me with being like, I'm okay with this, I'm not disappointed, but I am still wanting more than that.
They gotta change the recipe up, because that's where you get into the Marvel thing again, where it's like the reason Marvel's starting to like lose its kind of stamina is because they've been following this recipe of, okay, we lost all our main like actors. You know, we blew our load with Avengers Endgame. At this point, we're not gonna get Chris Evans back. Yeah, we'll get Robert Downey Jr. back, but as a
for the price of 3 movies.
Right, like we're not gonna be able to get like shit, dude. Like I don't even know if are they still doing another Spider-Man with Tom Holland?
They are. They are now. That's just really recent that they're like, yeah.
Okay, because I thought last time I checked, it was kind of like, yeah, we'll see if Tom Holland's starting to become more of a other actor, right? Good for him, rightfully so. I think he's a good actor. So get your bag, but. Yeah, Marvel's losing its steam, and it's trying to follow more of the Guardians aspect of it now, almost, where it's like, because there's like that new one out that's about all the other
Thunderbolts
Thunderbolts, all about the
all the
other.
Honestly, it's all the people that I would like, because I like the spy, espionage, punch, and martial arts and gun stuff.
But I'm just Marvel out because of the recipe of the movie itself, which is like comedy that's fine. Kind of has the same punchlines at this point, and action will be fine, and then they'll probably have subpar, like, visual effects, So
right, because
like, I love all the actors.
At the 11th hour, they told the
David Harbour, Florence Pugh is in it, like, cool, but like,
to answer the question for myself now. I'm at the point now where I kind of go back and forth on whether or not Sonic 1 or 2 is my favorite. I think still overall, I definitely think Sonic 2 is a better movie, but like there's just a quaintness going back to Sonic 1 of like, oh yeah, this is just what it was. Yeah, I kind of like the way that is.
It kind of started this whole thing that we're doing right now, so
well,
there's part of it there.
I think the time. To be honest, I think the timing of it would be funny if we did a podcast about a movie that we know is going to be terrible and we still haven't gotten a trailer yet and it comes out in like only a couple months, to then having the next episode be like, all right, I guess we got the trailer, so I guess we're stuck to this bit. I think that's what actually made us do the podcast for real. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get into this game. We've been talking Sonic movie for a while. I know
Folks,
asked the question.
You just got a basically the equivalent of a podcast episode in a shortened 15-minute chunk there.
There's buttons down there you can liken. But okay, back to this game, Sonic X Shadow Generation.
How are we feeling about the game? I think that's my first question before we do a level, though. How are we feeling about this game, vibes-wise, gameplay vibes, all the things?
Here's the thing for me. When we last streamed it, obviously I'm the one that's playing the game. Hello, this battery's probably going to die in, I don't know, 6 seconds.
Minutes, yeah.
By the way, Devin, I did look, and I might be ordering replacement batteries for both of these that are twice as competitive. They have more capacity, battery capacity.
Yeah,
literally like twice as much. And also, like, I think mine have just like degraded because I legitimately. So I streamed on our channel here, Final Fantasy 1 for a little over 6.5 hours, a little under 7 hours. And I had to swap controllers. I would leave one charging, mine would die, I'd swap it out. I had to swap 4 times. Four times. Crazy. 4.
Mine aren't that bad, but it's still within a day.
These are from launch day. These are from the day the system came out. I wonder if it's.
So you have about a year's more use than I do. Like I don't play the games as often, but I have YouTube on, or I have watching a movie, stream, whatever.
Right.
And I have them on, and like usually, if I'm working from home, I have something on, and I'll have to change the controller at least 2 times, and before the evening, before we watch something else. Farah said, "I prefer the first one for the simple fact that I found Robotnik to being a nutty government official who chases after alien hedgehog hilarious." Yeah, it's definitely a good small scope. I feel like they did. That's what one of the best things they did. Decisions they made is they didn't try to like have humans in Sonic's world. They picked like Montana, which is a great spot, I think, for like the idea of like an alien coming, and he can't interact with too many people. And I do like how did Robotnik get all this equipment? Okay, from government grants and shit. So,
right. So this is That answer your question, because I never did. I went back and played that first level again today because when we were streaming, like, I just really wasn't. I was paying attention. Obviously, I was playing the game and getting S ranks and never got anything less. But nothing was like sticking in my mind. It was just like talking and then streaming, right? So I played that through and like I do like these levels a lot. I think these are top tier like boost Sonic gameplay levels, if that makes sense. Like,
I mean,
I feel like they're long enough
times, like I would be doing.
I think they got a lot of variety to what's going on. I feel like the kind of spectacle is there in cool ways. And I mean, the boost stuff is always just generally easy. Not like Sonic 06, which I mean, we did a whole episode.
Well, I'm saying if we were playing Sonic 06 right now, like, you probably would do a lot better than me, but there's still a chance some stupid enemy glitch, you'd be trying to lock onto something and then you fall off the map somehow,
Sure.
Something like that. A lot more fluid, but also still they did a good job with like keep matching the colors and stuff to like the original maps here. Part of me, like, I think it's tough too because I'm not playing. It's hard, like, I kind of agree it's not as memorable because it is also tied to something I feel like I just played, which it was, so I think that's part of it. But at the very least, it seems longer in terms of hours than I was expecting, so that's good.
Same. And, like, I don't know, there's a lot of polish in here. This is the same version of...
Missed that one.
Yeah, I know. Same version of the Hedgehog engine that... and I missed the rail. Now we're done.
All right, never mind. Sonic 06 is back, baby. That's what I'm talking. That's the stuff I'm talking about.
Brett says they copied Dark Souls with the Hawk. Incorrect. Sonic 06 came out in 2006, actually 2005.
Well, actually, the Hawk comes from, the idea of a prehistoric kind of larger-than-life scale,
so like,
which comes from
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, which
book.
Obviously was influenced by Dino Crisis, because Crichton there, or whatever his last name is, he actually went in the future and the first thing he saw was Dino Crisis on the PlayStation 1, and he was like, wow, I need to write a book like that, but I can't copy it, and then they're going to think I time traveled.
Did you say
which he did.
Is that like the name of the author?
Crichton?
You're a nerd. If you know the author of a book that isn't Lord of the Rings, you're a nerd.
How dare I know that one? I think his first name's Robert, but I think I'm wrong. Robert.
Now he's trying to go back.
Someone fact check me. Crichon? Something like that. I think I've honestly read Farah. I've before every podcast episode, I say a quote from some Sonic-related thing, and I think I've gone through all the heavy hitters at this point of the Sonic movie, including that one. Really, what I should have done was put this all in like an Excel sheet somewhere, and that would have been an interesting thing to track. Like, how many times have I used a Sonic movie quote versus a game?
Or something you made up, or something that you Googled and took for granted, even though it's not true. Some generative AI.
I mean, nothing will ever beat like episodes like 8, or whatever number it was. It was really one of the earliest episodes.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna say what the quote is, because the real fans will know. I can hear it in his voice, though. It's just so great.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm sure you're dying to say it right now.
No, see, I can hold myself back.
I can hear it in Brett's voice too.
Oh!
Let's do this.
Oh, I jumped off too early. Oh, you gotta go for the upper path.
Yeah, what are you doing?
See, this game is making me glad that Sonic 06 on PlayStation 3 didn't have trophies, like the 360 version had achievements, because I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't be that big of a deal to platinum Sonic 06, but there is no trophy, so I can't, and I don't have to.
I mean, you still don't have
Because like my my second rarest
the green
platinum is Sonic Unleashed, and I know for a fact Sonic 06 would be like just as rare, because like just a lot of people got the games back then, and I don't know.
How's when you're on the water there, how does that like feel compared to maybe past kind of vehicles?
It doesn't feel like a vehicle. It feels exactly like he does when he's running.
Oh, that's good.
It feels just as loose.
Because that was the issue I had with like Shadow in Sonic 06 when you are using the vehicles or anything like that. It's completely new mechanics. It feels like, or like just movement and.
Hey, remember this part of Sonic 06? Not to cut you off, where like
you're
running on
died
the water.
Like 200
I did
times
it first try. I have video evidence of that. Whoa, whoa,
yeah, I wanted to.
S rank. There we go. That's an S rank.
First S rank of the night.
I bet if I didn't die at all, it would have said S rank. Not in the meaning, but you did. But like.
Nice. You added rocks.
No, I painted the rocks. I'm a Warhammer miniatures collector. Look at my paint job. Yeah, Act 1s are like, it's like, honestly, like talking about Sonic Unleashed, like Sonic Unleashed, where like Act 1 is like the actual level, and then the Act 2 is just like, hey, we're going to reuse some assets to make something smaller, slower, and more side-scrolly to get our money's worth. But, yeah. All right.
Truth be told, Jim Carrey is the only reason I suddenly became a Sonic fan back in 2020. Prior to that, I only seen the Sonic Saturday morning cartoons on TV sometimes, and I haven't played any of the games. So you're actually closer to me in terms of Sonic fandom. When like Sonic is one of the first, probably the first game I played, or at least remember playing, as a kid. Like that, my dad wasn't helping me. Like I played it by myself.
Him say his dad still helps him with games to this day.
Yeah, video game dad. Look it up. What am I saying?
I didn't mean that.
What was I saying? Yeah. So like for me, like I
you said you
only
hated
played
Sonic
that,
the Hedgehog.
and then no, I said. But to me, I was like, I always think he looks cool. Like I like his classic design a lot. Still do to this day. And then like I played a couple of the games mostly through Ethan, like from Ethan playing Sonic Forces and and Sonic Generations as well was one of the first ones I like beat in completion. And then we started doing this podcast because like, oh yeah, the Sonic movies can be bad. I like Sonic aesthetically, brand wise,
As a
I
concept,
guess.
Yeah.
As a concept. So like that's kind of where I came from similarly, kind of, but more of just like I had a general knowledge of Sonic, and then it took one kind of movie, I guess, to really like be like, okay, let's learn more about it. Sonic Adventure 2, I guess, is where it really started to pop up, which I was talking about Video Game Dad earlier, which was a little YouTube thing that Ethan and I did a long time ago now. It feels like yesterday, but it was
long enough that I don't even consider it canon. Like I don't. We gotta replay that game now. That didn't count.
Didn't count.
Oh, I forgot about.
But I was in terms of Jim Carrey. I grew up with watching Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, and all that shit. Yes Man.
Yes Man was like 2007, right?
Something like that. I mean, there was also. I still do really like A Truman Show. It's a good movie.
Yeah. They made us watch that in like middle school.
Yeah, they really wanted to give us like a sense of dread. That's like, yeah, what if everything in our life is
distrust
scripted?
of the government or something?
Yeah.
Chaos Control, Devin. He says that in the video game.
And the movie.
Sonic Adventure 2. Does he say it in the movie yet?
When are you guys gonna cosplay Sonic on stream?
Fred has been asking me that. He wants you to be Sonic because your head is shaved and therefore you can do the quills. And I think he wants me to be, I don't know, Eggman because I'm overweight, which I feel like is a very rude thing for Brett to say. So, Brett, your days are numbered.
Or Ethan, you could be.
I could be Rouge.
Could be Rouge. I'm about to say.
I'll take your bit and make it mine. That's how that works.
I mean, you can be whoever you want to be. We could both be Sonic if you want.
Oh, that's what a great idea. I'll be Silver the Hedgehog.
No, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but if I'm gonna do it, I feel like I gotta do it like right. Like I can't just be like paint my face blue and call it a day. Like I gotta really like get into character, and there's gotta be a reason for it too. I think there's gotta be like either we're celebrating something or we're doing something for like a charity or something. I don't know. Like there's gotta be like a one-off reason, like not just random stream that like, oh hey,
sure,
yeah, we're dressed up as Sonic and
well, I'll tell you what the reason is.
Resident Evil,
the review for the movie. I don't want to do this, to be clear, not for free.
I was thinking more of like, hey, for like a really long stream, like an event
another
kind of thing. I think for a review, people aren't gonna fucking watch. Not for our review, at least.
Right. Well, no. What we would do is we do a series of 20 to 30 TikToks. That's us in the theater. I'm so sad. I wish my wife Froggy was here.
I need my antidepressants. Do you have fluoxetine? RFK's trying to take it all away.
Hello, your name's Shadow, isn't it? Have you seen my good buddy, Froggy?
Wow, I can't believe they got Mercer for this.
Oh, I love that he's just like, and then it cuts to me like still mid. Hey
there.
Well, your name is Shadow, isn't it? Have you seen my? Okay, it's just gonna. That's too bad. He ran off against.
Sonic isn't as popular here in Europe. Everyone knows who Mario is, but Sonic, people have no clue. This is why I was telling Ethan, we had this bet that the Sonic movie isn't going to do as well worldwide compared to Lion King.
I'm going to push against that because everything I've heard was that Sega was more popular than Nintendo back in the 80s, leading into the 90s, and then PlayStation.
Yeah, when the USSR was in power. Okay, that's a long time ago.
I don't know. I'm not saying your experience is a lie. But I'm saying everything I've heard from Europeans that play video games was like Sonic was the man, or the Hedgehog.
See, he's like a relic of the past. People don't realize.
I mean, I guess I'm assuming an age. You know what I mean of our viewer here, but I don't know. I also
everyone
stand by my stance that Sonic 3 will outperform The Lion King, Mufasa's Revenge of the Chernobyl. Or whatever that movie is called.
The Revenge of the Lion, or whatever.
Yeah. All right, so we did that level. Do we just go
on
from
to
the
90s? I wouldn't know. Well, yeah, that's what we're saying. It's like Sonic. I mean, Sonic was definitely pretty popular, even I think worldwide. But
I like that you could just skip this loop by just doing that.
Yeah, it's not as cool though.
I mean, no, it's all right. I'll do it for real. I gotta do it from the right angle though. Yeah, I am the coolest.
Yeah, me and Ethan here were born in 1940, so pretty old.
I fought in Korea.
But he wasn't drafted. He went out of his way to.
I don't want to get into these specifics, but there's a guy at work over.
Who fought in Korea?
Over the radio, was like needed for something. He said, "I already served in the military once, and God, I wanted so bad to respond with." Yeah, you're going back, but for a different country. You're gonna serve Vietnam now.
Yeah, did people do trades back? That's what they should have done more. Like in sports, be like, I'll send you 30 tanks for 20 of your best infantrymen.
Britain was like, we'll give you Patton if you give us. I don't know.
But I'm saying, like, you send okay, and then for the future wars though, we get 20,000 people. If you really want to win this war, fine by me, but we're winning the next one. You owe us 20,000 troops.
I think this level is supposed to be from Bionic Forces. It's like the the city that's under siege.
Sonic? What?
Because there was Shadow DLC for that game. I never played it because it just seemed like, hey, what if we just reused the levels and then just tacked on a story, give us $15 or however much they wanted for Shadow. Might have been 10. But I never really considered that like a game Shadow was in. But I guess this level is supposed to be that. So.
Okay.
I wish they would just say what
Question
the level
mark?
is because, like...
Yeah, it's not like a reveal. Oh my god.
So thirsty.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And what's funny, too, is that we're going to see, like... I would love to see a side-by-side comparison. The Sonic Forces level that this is obviously, you know, trying to replicate, is, like, 50 seconds long. Maybe. And I'm sure this is like 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
We should do a Sonic Forces thing at some point again.
Start from scratch. New save, you know what I mean? We can get the full story. Yep. Oh my god. You know how we did that game in one sitting?
Yeah.
There's your charity stream right there. I mean, I've always had a bunch of charity stream ideas.
Full completion.
Yeah, we do it. It's one of the things we do in a 12-hour charity stream. All right, we're going to play through Sonic Forces, and which I imagine is mostly me, but still.
Ultimate power.
Only song game played thus far is Sonic Rush. I don't think I've played that.
That's the DS, well, one of two.
Then no.
Like platforming.
Dude, all the games are starting to blend in my head of like what the titles are, so because we don't have like
robot.
We don't have a they don't have titles. It'll just have like Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic,
and they always gotta seem cool.
Subtitle, and it's always kind of similar stuff.
I mean, Sonic Heroes and Sonic Forces, and what could have been called Sonic Rangers, all sound the same.
Zelda or whatever, where they have like a full title, and then it's like, yeah, it's a Zelda game. You know what I mean?
Right. What the hell are these guys?
Aliens, dude.
Remember them. What the hell?
I don't know what just happened there, but cool, I guess.
That's the gameplay equivalent of too long not reading that congrats or sorry that happened.
I mean, just like there were so many like particles and shit on screen. I don't know.
Well, you're not holding a DualSense wireless controller.
Me neither are you, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently. You know, I joked this morning to you about privately in a text about buying the Concord PS5 controller, the DualSense, and like, yeah, like people are just upcharging them on eBay because we can. You know, because this is technically a thing that they don't want to sell anymore. But, like, you know what? I wouldn't mind having a third controller. I mean, it's going to be way more expensive than replacing the batteries, but I don't know. I've never really had themed controllers.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had a themed controller. I mean, I had like
third-party
the camo ones or whatever growing up. Like, I guess that are tied to Call of Duty a bit, maybe loosely.
Okay.
But
I did have a SpongeBob GameCube controller and a Patrick PS2 controller. Both of them broke because they were by, I'm sure, Mad Cats. But I'm not really talking about like a third-party thing. I mean like, you know, the official, you know, stuff. Oh, was I supposed to be swirling around?
Wow, that could have been so much cool.
Sorry. I guess I'll just, you know, I'm not going to make that joke because this is a family-friendly podcast. Or stream. I was gonna say I guess I should just kill myself, but we'll just bleep that out. So I know you have that live editor with you, Devin. So you just go ahead and because this is just like the Oscars, where this is on like a 15-second delay. So you've already bleeped it. That I said.
So if you say anything crazy or you show a little bit too much boob.
Yeah. I will say this because every single one of these levels ends with this. Black Doom eye boob reveal shot. No, distorting the reality world thing, and obviously it's a video game, and then they can manipulate stuff. Stuff doesn't have to physically make sense. It's just like a movie, but like I think they did a good job. Like, for a second, I'm like, oh, how are they doing this? But a lot of chromatic aberration effects kind of glossed.
Yeah, I do like the
over
look
that.
of this. It kind of breaks up to like what could maybe feel a little mundane of like, okay, another city, hey, another, you know, jungle to go through. Like, at least there's some like visually interesting more things going around. Sonic and the Black
Knight. Ugh. I've never played it, but that was one of those non-real Sonic games growing up. It was like, yeah, there's like the weird attempts at other things, which obviously we appreciate more now. But I was like, no, I want the next cool Sonic game. To me, that's the one where he turns into a...
You didn't play Dark Souls yet and realize that Sonic and the Black Knight is the Dark Souls of the Sonic universe.
Black Knight happened a year or two prior? I think it was 2009. Oops.
Oh.
Well.
Wait. Oh, you survived?
I guess it didn't matter. I guess that's one of those quick time events that doesn't matter. Whatever. No, I've never played Black Knight. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, Sega will run out of things to remaster and they'll bring it back, right? Like, they basically wanted to make a Shadow game and didn't really have enough time to make a big one, so they just tacked on a Generations port. You know what I mean? Like, they will do Secret Rings and Black Knight. Those are thematically intertwined.
Will they, though? I mean, I could see them doing
the Rush
a thing.
games.
Well, I'm saying in, like, 6 years, let's say, they might be like...
Time to redo the same things we've already redone?
Yeah, like
right,
what
fair.
they've done with Mario, repackage it. Like, they're like, no, actually, no one liked Sonic and the Black Knight, so let's not waste our time.
I mean, it's also one of those things
know?
where it's like, it's a game made for a very specific type of hardware where, if I recall correctly, there was a lot of, like, using the Wii Remote like this to, like, make Sonic run around, and does that feel worse or better with an analog stick? Like, not every video game is easily ported without having to, like, rethink how you do it. Fortunately, that was another S rank, by the way.
W's in chat.
S's in chat.
S rank in chat.
Yeah.
Don't do too many S's, or else it's gonna be like some Nazi shit. I don't know.
Oh man, I had to explain to a family member what the Nazi numbers were and what they meant. And they're like,
yeah, what are they again? There's the 1888 one, or whatever. Or no, it's not 1888.
14.
Something with 8.
14 because there was the neo-Nazis have the 14 words. I think it's a pledge or something, like racist. I don't know what they are.
But it is 88.
And then
one
88
of them, right?
because H is the 8th letter in the alphabet, and Hail Hitler is 88. Like, their dog whistles aren't good. Their dog whistles are blatant. We had someone in chat one of the previous times we streamed that had 88 in their name, and they never said anything that was anything close to that.
To be fair,
because it also could have been their birth year, and so or just you know, so it was like. But I had this realized the reason why I was explaining this is because I went to my storage unit today to pick up a couple games that I had locked away in there, including Horizon, because I paid the $10 to get the PS5 version. Maybe I'll actually finish that game now. And I forgot what my storage number was, and it was 88. I went to talk to the person.
So they think you're the Nazi.
Yeah.
No, I've been listening. I mean, I've listened to some stuff before, but I've been doing like a deep dive into black metal, which is a subgenre that's mostly from like Norway and shit. But it's all about like bleakness and like the snow and winter. And I'm like, oh, it's winter coming up, and I know that they have black metal has some neo-Nazi like bands and shit in them that people of course said like, yo, fuck these bands, but it exists. But I'm like, okay, which bands are those? So like the last couple days I've been doing like deep dives, like who are the Nazi bands, why are they Nazi bands, and like knowing which ones not to listen to,
right?
So I don't waste my time being like, wow, this sounds great, and then I'm like, oh, either by lyrics or they said something publicly, or. And there's some crazy shit though. Like, if folks want a rabbit hole though, go on. Like, there's some.
I think I'm not saying that your journey wasn't a betterment for your musical adventure and journey there, but I think there are better rabbit holes to jump down to than what are the Nazi bands. Personally,
Well, I meant like, no, I'm saying like it's a rabbit hole to get down in the sense of like, look at how crazy these people are, and it's like not even just like Nazi shit. Like people were murdering people over some crazy shit too. Like it was wild, but you should go down a black metal journey though. Is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, there's some cool ones out there.
I'm sorry if this makes you mad, Devin, but music is overrated, and I don't think we need it.
No, disagree.
I don't think we need any music. I think it's all...
Okay, can you mute the stream?
Well, no, you're hearing cool guy action stuff.
You gotta mute the music in game.
I suppose. Like, this is just a conversation to kill her right there.
Yeah, classic Ethan behavior, honestly.
I mean, you're the one that didn't respond.
How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's true. Music shouldn't exist. We shouldn't need any music.
Well, in my opinion, video games shouldn't exist. I think they're...
I mean, I think that's wrong.
Very
because
bad
video
for the
games are
environment.
cool and music isn't.
They're bad for the environment, take too much processing power for entertainment, when you could be going
Listen,
to
if
your
I
local
want some tunes,
theater,
I just go to my AI-generated
your
platform
local
of
theater
choice.
and see the arts. You know what I mean? Go see Macbeth live.
I'd rather
or
go to
King Kong the
McDonald's and play Donkey Kong. How's that? No, I guess music is fine. I don't know. I'm just a bit of a realist, you know. You know, I see things the way they are.
I do love those kind of people though. Like they're like I see how
Oh,
things are.
rational thinker is the word, that's the term that they like to use. Because they think thinking rationally is a quality that they have and not a behavior. If that makes sense. Like
Right.
They're like, yep, I am a rational thinker, therefore what I'm thinking is rational, not I'm trying to think rationally, therefore I become a rational thinker.
That's why I actually don't engage with anything. Because I'm just too intelligent.
I don't actually know things, I just make assumptions, and, well, I mean, I can't be wrong, it makes sense to me. I remember of, like, video game YouTubers that are like that. They're like, I don't actually know this at all, I'm just saying it, but it seems like it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I've made my entire career on this channel.
Honestly, same.
Like, what the hell are we even playing? What's this game called again?
This is called Mario and Sonic Go to the Olympics. Did you see that that meme of is it supposed to be Green Hill, aka Sand Hill? That meme of like, because they were like, hey, there's gonna be a character's gonna pop up at the end of Sonic 3 and tease the next movie, and it was the GIF was of Thanos coming out of the portal. It was Mario about to invite Sonic to the Olympic Games. Another S rank.
We have to go to LA in 2028. Sonic, will you join me?
How crazy is that?
We need to win for America. I like the idea too that they compete for like America though. Like they just both are from Japan, but they're like,
I
nah,
hear a
dude.
distressed. Who is that? Yo, I did not see any spoilers. What if they retcon say, yeah, Maria's alive again now because of this nonsense?
Probably. Which, once again, I don't know if that's a good message, you know, to tell kids.
Whatever.
You know, these kids, they don't know that if you have a traumatic event that, you know, your girlfriend might not come back.
You know, in a lot of ways, Shadow
But
is...
would she know she died?
I don't think she's real, is it? Like
Oh, she's
she's
real.
an illusion
That's
of
a
Black
real hug.
Doom.
It's a real hug.
Thank you, Shadow.
Oh, hey, yo, my guy. Gerald.
Where did you learn to fight like that?
Kentucky.
It must be from a point in time before
I
the
signed
Ark
up for the
disaster.
Marines.
Perhaps I can change their
Mostly for their higher education
Shadow?
that they promised
You look
me.
grim. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. We'll all be fine. Find somewhere safe to hide. I'll take care of everything.
Where? Where's safe? They're like in the middle
Right.
of like the ether. Like
They're in the middle of platform haven. I will say I just had this realization too. I think people are like, oh my god, Shadow the Hedgehog is Vegeta. Shadow the Hedgehog is just for Vegeta, and you get I think it's Izuka being like, no, he's not Vegeta. Stop with that, even though he's Vegeta. You know what makes way more sense? Shadow is Mewtwo. A cloned experiment based off something really cool, and he breaks out and he's real mad.
To be fair, Mewtwo is much cooler than Mew. Sorry, Mew, didn't have to hear
Yes,
this.
you're right. Mew is a lot cuter than Mewtwo.
Mew is cuter, but not cooler.
I'm one Pokemon card away in TCG Pocket from getting the reward Mew card that they give you if you get all 150 classic characters. Is that Hello Kitty in a Lolita dress that you have?
I think it's supposed to be like Victorian era goth kitty.
I think that's what Lolita is, right? Or maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know who Lolita is, honestly. I don't know who you're talking about.
Hey, it won't let Shadow get closer than this.
Oh yeah, because they're not real, you said. Or are they real?
I mean, like I said, what if they try to retcon?
So close, so far.
When did you become so strong? You know what? I'm going to call it right now. They're going to be real at the end of this. Yeah, he gets this thing, and now he has people to protect. I don't think he cares about Gerald, to be fair. And then, like, the next Sonic Central would be like, they're going to maybe announce some stuff, whatever. But when, like, the Sega Mobile stuff comes around, they're going to be like, Maria's now in Sonic Dash. It's just this.
Why would anyone want to play as Maria, dude?
I don't know. When did you become so strong and confident? So
and handsome.
Shadow went from being less than a year old, as she's known her, to now being over 50. Right? Because he's
why you have gray hair and what's that? You have AAA membership?
AARP.
What is that? And AARP.
I've deduced that we're in some kind of temporal
Deduct.
anomaly. Therefore, I thought it better not to interact with too many elements to prevent repair. Blah, 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 blah. What are words?
See, he knows. He's smart.
What are words? Excellent. Haven't talked to the audience.
No.
Let them.
No, we had
complete
someone
silence.
say deep in the chat because they know that a special stream is coming this weekend.
Right.
That maybe only the real ones would know, but hint, hint. Warzone.
Not
That's
the
all I'll
war
say.
zone you're thinking of. Real war.
That's right, we're going to Ground Zero in New York City to do a special stream. We're going to be doing NPC. You know, you wanted to dress up as Sonic.
my
We're going to dress up
God.
as Sonic
Yeah, we're gonna
and do
NPC.
NPC. Do NPC stream.
Soliana.
Thank you for the roses.
I looked in chat as if I was expecting to see the TikTok stuff pop up.
Hey, thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses. I don't think I'm going to do that. It's high noon. Yeah, what would be your, like, 5 phrases that are, like, Ethan phrases, but would be, like, part of your NPC behavior?
Oh no!
Classic Ethan line.
I don't know. What are some classic Ethan lines?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sonic Movie Show. I'm your host, Ethan.
Yeah.
But you have to keep saying that over and over again. Wow, Devin, he's so cool.
Definitely never said it in my life. Nor have I even meant it if I'd ever, haphazardly suggested something close to it. Like, can we
Wow,
just
Rouge the
walk
Bat, you're
on
so
that?
hot. Wow, Rouge, you're so hot. Do you need a special ability for that?
I think I was assuming you did.
Or is that just another BP oil spill? That's your third? Okay. So we have
Yeah.
3 now.
Whoa, a trophy. Yes.
Wow. Another platinum.
I'm about to That's another.
Shut up,
All right.
Mom. I'm gooning.
Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, that's right. We have the lock-on homing missiles from Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Secret vault.
Speaking of vaults, remember they made a Borderlands movie?
See, weirdly enough, that feels so long ago.
Right?
But then, like, we were talking about the first Sonic trailer coming out. I'm like, yeah, that was like yesterday. See, bad things feel like forever ago. The good things feel like yesterday.
Yeah. Can't believe we're
Hashtag deep.
We're already in Biden's third term.
Yeah, I'm so glad they changed the rules again.
There are people that are like legitimately fearful of that. I don't think that they get away with like getting rid of
I don't
that.
think he's gonna be a healthy age, to be honest with you, if he does even survive this 4 years. That McDonald's is gonna catch up to him, dude. There's no
I feel
way.
like it's already caught up to me. I turned 30 in February.
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless,
we gotta
I
get
will
boss.
always write in Sonic, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, been doing that every day. When I hope, which is every day, I guess.
Wow, this world has really expanded.
Yeah, expanded my my brain into thinking, what are the endless possibilities? It's a Sonic Sonic thing. Challenge. Why? I don't want to do challenges. Beware of the spinning spikes. Reach the
You're a
goal in
gamer. You
time.
love challenges. That's like the
Yeah.
main point you game.
It's gonna get in the way of the platinum trophy. Reach the goal in time by dodging a large number of spikes. Sunset
Spiked
Heights.
iron balls, not just any spikes. You gotta dodge my balls. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bet if I stop time, the elevator just stops moving too.
Oh!
S rank.
They should add gore in this game, though. That's my only critique so far. Like, you hit that spike, I want to see him stick to it.
But you do see all of his rings fly out.
Which is their blood. People don't realize that, but that is canon.
Right.
Rings are their blood. Ooh, this is gonna be a challenge right here. Hence why it's called a challenge.
Okay, I definitely went through the spike, but whatever.
Nice.
Tua! Shadow.
Hawk Tua! Hawk Tua. Yeah, what does Hawk Tua think about Sonic? Has anyone asked her?
Has she ever done the thing? I don't even know.
She has a podcast.
But has she actually done that?
Yeah, I've seen clips of it.
Really?
I'm a big
Now-
fan.
Are they clips of the podcast, or are they with those weird TikToks where they pretend it's a podcast, but it's just a...
It's called Talk to Ya. Let me look. I'm pretty sure it's an actual thing. Let me look. Talk to Ya. Talk to Ya.
Talk to your mother. Let her know you're
Talk
okay.
to Ya with Haley Welch. YouTube channel.
From the Welch's Grape Company?
Yeah, there's an hour and 10 minutes.
Damn, okay.
With Jake Paul is the latest one, episode 10.
Hell yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 battle artwork right there. I love getting PNGs Sonic. I say that as a joke, but like, unironically, in a lot of games, that's where the only way to find like the high resolution renders later is like, oh yeah, it was in this thing. Like, cool.
Okay, she's getting mad views though, unironically. Good for her.
Would like that for us. If you're out there,
278k views, 808k views.
Just one ring on this stage. Watch out for the damage.
Guys, if we get to a million subscribers, we could maybe get Haley Welch, aka Hawk Tua Girl, on the show.
By the time we get 1 million subscribers, we will be old.
Yeah, 1 million subscribers will be like nothing in 2080. And then there's gonna be people commenting like, "Wow, they were ahead of their time."
They used to number their PlayStations.
Right, it's like a subscription service thing in the future. You buy a box and you gotta pay. Well, in the future it'll be like $1,000 a month, or 1 Bitcoin or whatever.
Wanted that cog.
Excuse me?
I said that purpose. Make that action.
Excuse me?
I lost the S ring because I needed this. I need it.
I need it.
SpongeBob, give it. That's my 4th line, I'd say. As an NPC.
Ha.
Yeah, okay.
Red bottom with the purple knee. Eugene. The real SpongeBob fans know that one.
Red bottom with the purple knee, Eugene.
Lean like the drugs. Yeah, Eugene. Ha. Why are they making you play this game?
This seems... Wait, I didn't need to do both of them? Oh, whatever. I mean, I will for the platinums. Why not? Hey,
oh my god.
What's his name? That's in the Spirit of Rose.
Metal Sonic.
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't all come down to this because in December they're gonna put the Sonic 3 movie level in the game, right?
That's right, and then it was gonna be
have to come back
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. I've heard of him.
You're a colorful bunch. I'm gonna need a gun. We gotta go over 80 miles an hour.
Shoot you with my gun. Ring collector level 2. Collect a set number of rings and reach the goal in time. Doctor, I'll grab all of the rings.
Kingdom Valley is for kings,
Maria.
which I am.
Maria, I'm pregnant. I think
Maria.
it's ours. You're gonna cog.
Stop.
That's what it is.
Wow, do you think that's a deep metaphor, saying we're all cogs in the machine, you think? Oh, sorry, thanks for answering, chat.
Shut up. I watched and listened to The Wall. I know things now.
I am the law.
Alright.
Alright, thanks for subscribing. Oh, thanks for the roses.
Another ring. I lost all my rings. Another ring.
Another ring. Thanks for the rose.
Damn. Shadow, you know?
Yeah. Where's my Desert Eagle?
Yeah, where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
Thanks for the donos.
Thanks for the Totos. I think it's a restaurant. I think a Mexican restaurant.
Thanks for the gift
I missed that cog. You succeeded. Thanks.
Good job. Hey, you did guess.
I haven't not before.
Oh, it didn't look good that run.
Uh-huh.
I love music. I love music notes specifically.
I think music's overrated, and I'm a cool guy, so my opinion is valid.
The only real music is that shit that's made in AI, but you just put in like random nouns and see what comes out the other end.
I'm not getting her. Oh, you know what this is?
I cannot see it. It's way too small.
Yeah, I bet for you. This is a sketch, I believe, supposed to be that render of for Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, where Sonic's all hurt and Shadow's like triumphantly standing above him.
Oh, classic.
That's guy's like, we all had that on our ceiling as a poster.
I had that on my ceiling.
I had that in my foyer.
I had that in my Ford F-150. Shadow definitely is a guy who would drive it. Well, I guess, no, he has a motorcycle, right? But he definitely would have, like, 2 pickup trucks when you only need 1. Well, arguably, you never really need a pickup truck unless you're, like, a farmer.
Crush with Surf Spin. Destroy targets with Surf Spin. Break a set number of blue containers and reach the goal.
Just like Sonic.
Alright, they're painted blue like him. That man.
Because I want to crack his fucking skull.
Easy. Blue container.
Oh, those are. Well, those. Oh, those are the container. I thought those were bombs. You just like ran over.
Yeah. Serious airtime. Extended time. Yeah.
Yeah, hit that fucking green orb.
It's all about the orbs, the orbs.
You need to break more than that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
And that's right.
Very anticlimactic.
That's right. Nothing else.
See, I want to know if you could pull that off, like, in a Sonic movie somehow. Make something very anticlimactic like that. Like, he didn't...
But not funny. You know what
like,
I mean?
not funny, just like Sonic just... He's supposed to land on a building, and he lands kind of on the building. He has to jump a couple extra times to get on it. Like, it's not as cool of him just landing on the building like Spider-Man or whatever. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, I think I don't... I'm not even gonna try. I don't think I picked up the other key.
You have 3 keys? Or 1
I actually
key?
do have a Steam key for you, Devin, if you want.
For this?
No.
Just a random game?
It's that $1 game.
Oh, I'll take it, sure.
If you want to have bunch of SMS dollars, you can have it. I don't understand. Oh, there's more keys.
Who uses keys anymore?
I use a key fob. Last time I was in Vegas, they took my keys.
They said I was too under the influence.
And then he made me tip him. Reach the goal in time, while avoiding the interference of the Death-It robot. I'd love to see Shadow under the influence.
The Death Egg robot. The real fans call it the Durr.
You know, it's supposed to press the button. The Death Egg robot in time. Oh, I see. The thing.
Wow, they like helped me out.
Oh, I feel like a new man. Maybe I've seen Christ.
I would. That'd be kind of cool. Shadow becomes like
Shadow the Born Again. It will be like.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Because he once did it for me. By dying. Oh, you're supposed to go back.
He killed Maria so he could teach me the lessons of life.
Why would you do that? He's just a hog.
A goddamn hog. Well, didn't actually in the movies the Knuckle clan, didn't they like believe in something? Like there was like
The
gods,
Master Emerald, right?
but like it was like the keepers of the emeralds. It was them, right? But then like I think there was statues of. Like,
I believe they believed in Maria Robotnik.
Does anyone know in chat? Let us know. I want to know if there is any Sonic like deities, mythos.
Want to return to the suburbs? Oh, I hit retry.
Well, if you had to play it, they're like, no.
I've played shitty games that did. They're like, yeah, no, you have to redo it now. Well, come on.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Which one is you? Which one was you? I think the left one was you.
I think the left one was you.
No, I think the left one was you.
I think the left one was you. Listen, I'm a straight shooter. You know you can trust me. That left one was you.
We get it. You're a straight shooter.
Yeah. Quick on the draw. Never met a woman I couldn't satisfy. Because they like that. They like
Shadow,
that.
and they love that.
They like that. Oh, they tell me. Collect a set number of dash rings and reach the goal in time.
Sunset Heights. That's where I went to high school. Sounds like a high school like in LA. Sunset Heights.
See, to me,
Let's go,
it sounds like
Spartans.
sounds like a retirement home.
I can see that too. 65 and up. Wait, that was it?
Oh, we needed 45 rings. Because I was like, wait, you can skip all this. Whatever.
That was easy.
Of dash rings. And collect the golden time.
What's the best route?
Ah! Oh, I missed that cog.
Despite all my rage.
I'm still a hedgehog in a maze. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't rings. It was the things you go through. Those rings.
Yeah, the big rings, the other rings.
Yes, the O-rings. Whoa, look at all this white space. Becoming more diverse. Why? I did the challenge. Don't make me do another thing. You know, I already did the challenge. Don't make me do another thing.
The game within the game.
Yeah, and when you're in city, there's a gang within a gang. Well, I'd much rather be in Sonic 06. Wait, I can just grab that? Oh, wait. Alright, so where does this stupid thing go?
Just goes right across.
How do you get there?
Maybe there's like a platform or something that rises up? No.
Platforms rise up.
Is there something behind you?
It goes the opposite direction, though.
Well, I'm wondering if there's something behind you that like is a big spring that launches you to the other building.
Yeah, worth a shot. Hey, shout out in chat your favorite, mind.
Favorite what?
Yeah.
What the? Yeah, like There's like a spring that goes to your left over there.
Ooh, what's this?
There was another one, wasn't there?
Yeah, but the thing
On the
was
other
pointed
side?
in the opposite direction. Are you
one?
supposed to go up here? I mean... Okay.
Look at folks.
Actually, never mind.
Folks.
Different place, but whatever. Whoa.
Ayo!
Renders of him from Sonic Adventure 2 and, I guess now.
Oh, he's like a banana Laffy Taffy color.
Hey, here's a logo.
I wonder where I've seen that one before. But there was...
That was it. It was that spring.
No,
And
there's
then-
another button behind you, though?
All of those, 'cause blue is the ones that you activate. All of those added
Oh, okay.
the two extra floating springs.
There's nothing below. I feel like they wouldn't have hit it. Are you supposed to like grab it? Oh no, it does the animation, right? You can't like...
Right. It's leaving you. Like, I can't do anything. Like, now I can, but like...
There's gotta be something that makes you go directly up. Is that a zip line? Wait. Turn to your right? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, it goes up. I thought the angle on my end, I thought it was like arcing across or something. Maybe go down to there's gotta be something at the bottom of the building then. Maybe we're missing like an
Went
entrance
around
or
it,
something.
though. And then even then over there by that zip line up, you know, where the other two portal thingies are, there's nothing. Whatever, we don't need to do it.
This is a real gamer challenge right here. Whoa, he's jacked.
His name was Steve. Remember that?
No.
Me neither. Alright, I think we're gonna be doing a boss now.
Black Doom?
I don't think so.
I wonder if we'll get from Shadow the Hedgehog the weird like flying bug thing.
The Bull or Black Bull, I think it was called.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll get him.
I can see that.
And you have to like freeze time to like actually
Yeah.
do damage.
Hey, there's Sonic and the Black Knight, but this the Shadow one. Also, his Sonic Riders look, and I don't know what the thing on the right is. I told you before, my name is Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm a cool guy.
Now, give me my driver's license back.
Yes, please.
It was only a DUI. It happens to the best of us. Wow, this guy opens doors. All right,
Trying to listen to music.
he's
to
gonna
see if
play
it's a
that
cue.
boss. All right, my bet is on Black
Oh,
Hole.
it's question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, that's my favorite villain. The
I know,
Riddler?
right? Place isn't. Oh, it's Metal Sonic at the end of Sonic Heroes. Okay.
I don't remember this.
You never played it.
Rah! I love the subtitle. Oh wow, they found like almost an exact replica of Florida in like 70 years. That's crazy. You think this is all houses? No, it's just casinos and hotels.
Yeah, cool guy stuff. Yeah. Don't make me laugh. I'm the coolest. I should have jumped there. Alright, so this is a water battle. Oh, I see. I hit him. And I hit him again.
Does it? I mean, why don't you use it?
Looked like we did it and it worked, so.
Stop screwing around.
About to whap us with his foot. Yeah, I don't like that it's just like, just keep pressing it. Okay.
This one's for Ron DeSantis.
Oh no. Not Ronnie.
I'm trying to protect the last Waffle House. Dang, a tsunami? Or tsunami, goddamn it, whirlpool.
You think you can stop me?
Yeah, the ocean is pretty scary, you know? Like, you get tsunamis, whirlpools,
Yeah.
fucking sea serpents and shit. It's crazy.
Oh my god, we're doing the Zelda tennis battle thing.
Such big talk.
Gah.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. No rings!
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Ran out.
about, Willis?
You ran out of rings, I was worried. You were gonna lose.
Shadow never runs out of money.
Chaos Control. Yo, he pulled a fucking nuke from
I was gonna say,
underground.
is that a bazooka? I think it's just like... Buddy, I can't understand you. And, too loud to hear you. And the text is too small and the noisy game. Something about not you, not Sonic, not any.
Nice, you beat Florida Overlord.
Lord the Lord.
Now who will protect Miami?
Oh!
Classic line.
That's my 5th NPC voice line. Oh!
Huh.
Yeah, you have to pay a lot for that. Vanquished Florida Overlord. S-rank.
Eat your heart out, Dwayne Wade.
Gain the Florida ability. It's called Wet Denial. I honestly didn't even hear the music. Because I have these on.
I mean, I heard
and it's not the game that's coming in these.
music was, yeah, kind of, it was a lot happening. So it's
Right,
kind of
right.
hard to...
For some of the
Pay
Sonic
attention
stuff,
to
I
it.
just need the CD. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then when I play the game again, I'm like, okay, I get it.
I think he just absorbed Venom.
Venom's Last Dance wasn't with Shadow.
Shadow, are you in pain?
I'm always in pain.
I am pain.
Attention to the symbol in the sky. It's the same tingle as my new abilities.
Don't say tinkle.
It is the power of Black Doom.
Grandfather?
I
Wait.
made a Faustian deal with that monster.
Why'd she say as if she, like, she just saw him?
Now
Wait,
they
grandfather?
all have to pay for my sins.
I like that they're saying Faustian.
So my powers, that symbol, they're They're all connected.
Wow.
Maria's
was a-
illness couldn't be treated on Earth. I could better manage her condition on the Ark, even if her family didn't like the idea.
I brought your daughter to space.
I kidnapped her.
I attempted to develop the ultimate life form as a means to find a cure for Maria. My own
Maybe just
experiments
find a cure, but I don't know.
frustrating limits.
Oh my god, she's
What
gonna
the
come
hell?
back to life, but then she's gonna die of
So
cancer or
when
something.
that alien
Like
warlord
that's
so
the
bad.
bargain.
offered the miracle of chaos control, I accepted it.
I remember all this from Sonic 06. See, I know this lore.
The
Shadow the
ultimate
Hedgehog.
life form was born.
So, yeah, that
Black
one.
Doom wanted me to make the perfect warrior for him. So these new abilities are all part of his grand design. You two are linked by blood. As you grow in power, so does he.
See, she's doing that because they did the dirty and they realized they're related.
She's a child, Devin. You need to have a line drawn.
Take over your body and be reborn in you.
You made me the ultimate life form, Professor. Black Doom is a fool. I'll take this power and use
He's
it
thinking,
as my
well,
own.
for the ultimate life form, you wouldn't be 2.5 feet tall. Let's be real. Oh, is there another level? Is there another boss? We're just gonna do another boss? Just another boss. Doom gears can unlock special powers. Oh, I see what. Go find the devices. He said Faustian deal, or Faustian bargain. I don't need to go into specifics, but this was in 2020. I want to say 2020. This was just getting over the pandemic. At his family member's house, they definitely don't think COVID was that big of a deal. Saw a book in the home titled "The Faucian Bargain." It was all about Dr. Fauci is the most corrupt.
That's what I thought you were
person.
trying to do.
Yeah. That's where I first heard the word, but it was a pun using his name. Well, I think a lot of people died. I think you can deny that.
No.
Oh my god. Too much coffee
Venom.
before 8. Yeah, what is happening?
Tentacle porn, dude.
Doom.
Wait.
Morph. What if he's just like this for the rest of the series? What if that's just him now?
He's Venom, dude. He looks like Venom.
Yeah, I don't like any of this. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the whole Doom. Change forms by pressing square during a jump through a morph ball. Speed through the corruption and jump great. Without saying it out loud. Change forms by pressing square during a jump through a morph ball. Speed through the corruption and jump great heights by using another morph ball. Just the direction with the jump with L to the left or L to the right.
Maybe this is how you get that other one. Or well, you need the.
Each higher locations
Okay.
for this.
What is going?
Spider-Man. Oh, it's music. I'm like, why are they showing the same T
You got a higher resolution. You can't tell, but it's actually a higher resolution.
version of the same thing? Yeah.
Each one is just a little bit bigger.
Hey, it's
Nice.
your poop meteor.
Oh, that's right. If anything, though, that picture looked more like a tumor or something, like a mass.
Where are we supposed to go now?
An asteroid made of flesh.
Oh, me. And it's all your fault. You made me like this.
Reach! Reach! Reach!
Another level. Now, what do you think this is supposed to be? Sonic 06 again?
This doesn't really look familiar to me. Like, it looks like, I don't know. It's just like a weird mountain.
Oh, it's Frontiers.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
He wasn't in this game,
Surprising.
but I'll take it. I bet they're like, hey, we have the assets. You know what I mean?
Or was he like a skin? Maybe I'm misremembering.
I don't think he was even that. Yeah, those are the guys.
Sonic Frontier is the best Sonic game.
Yep.
Which is crazy that that's. I don't think it's like a hot take, but it's definitely like.
One no one else agrees with.
Cause all the criticisms of it are just like people who wanted Sonic Adventure.
Or just more of the literal same, which is this, to be fair, and I like this, but you can also have new things. You know what I mean? I would much rather have new things.
Or
that
they
works
want
than
the
safe
fan
thing that's
remake
boring.
or whatever.
Oh my god, yeah. P96 or well, that's the name of a gun, but you know, whatever the Sonic 06 stupid fan thing. You can just let that game be what it is. You don't need to try to salvage that shit. Oh, I remember walking over that past it, and I can't move the camera, but the thing that was to the right. Oops. Maybe we get to see it again.
Yeah, I think I missed what you're talking about.
No, it was like, it looked like a satellite structure that was in the first area in Sonic Frontiers, and
Oh.
it's just thin plat, like I don't know. I'm... Wonder why put their stories for why Shadow is here, considering that this isn't a part of his memories. Or are they gonna retcon Sonic Frontiers by saying like the meteor lady at the end of that game on hard mode is Black Doom?
Maybe there is gonna be no reason. Just like, oh, that's wow, a new world. Wow.
I think it is literally just we have the assets, and it would be weird if we put Forces in here and not the game that we did afterwards. For a Generations type of thing, you know? I guess.
Yeah. Why wouldn't we put the best Sonic game in here?
Sonic Frontiers is the best Sonic game because this is the best level in this game, and it's because it's based on Sonic Frontiers. Even like the music. Great core version of the songs.
I mean, the soundtrack.
Oh, come on. What do I do now? Oh, I see.
Yeah, the soundtrack was very surprising when we played the game. There was even like metalcore in it and shit. I was never would have thought. I guess kind of makes sense.
Wait,
I think about it that all the Sonic games always have like, quote unquote, like kind of like, I don't want to say edgy music. I don't think it's really edgy, but
I mean, there's different flavors of punk and rock. But
because like Crush 40 to me always has sounded like
they're a hair metal band, but like
or even like power metal,
Yeah.
which is a little bit more fantastical sounding. But yeah, definitely like just had some of the cheese of hair metal, and I mean that in a good way. I
Glam
grew
rock.
up listening to. Yeah, I grew up listening to that shit. So
Now, to be fair,
will-
gotta reiterate, all music is bad, and it should be illegal.
but like even like Sonic like 06 or not Sonic 06, Sonic Adventure 2, right? It had like
S-rank.
hip hop, new metal, almost
Right.
kind
and
of
it had like
stuff
some
to it,
ska type punk as well.
which was just starting to be, have its. Well, I shouldn't say start. It was kind of,
It was
if anything,
real
already
big
going
fish.
down. It was big in like the late 90s, early 2000s. By the time that Sonic game came out, probably wasn't as cool anymore. Well, I guess if it was 2001, yeah, that makes sense. But I meant more like the 06 stuff.
Oh,
But
sure.
they've always, I feel like, have been around the same time as like what's cool right now, and like that's why I was pleasantly surprised, but then also thought about it more, and I'm like, nah, it makes sense. I think they
Well, and I don't think you really remember Sonic Forces all that much, because like I like music in Sonic games. I'm someone that listens to music from video games, and Sonic music has always been a highlight. The Sonic Forces soundtrack is such a low light in that game, where it feels like I struggled to find any song I liked, because a lot of it was like, I don't want to say just EDM as a blanket thing, but like that super whiny 2010s sounding like indie rock, but like high energy
I know what you mean.
EDM style electronica with like the
It's almost
corniest
poppy, like
lyrics
poppy
of like,
version
we
of
gotta
it,
do
yeah.
the thing and doing it right and doing and it's like, I don't know, I struggled to find good music. What I'm doing.
they did electronic music too in Sonic Frontiers as well. That was
Better.
like actually good electronic music, not like you said, a kind of poppy like indie rock almost version of it.
I am the coolest.
Honestly, Fist Bump isn't bad, but it's a weaker Sonic song for sure.
Fist
I don't
Bump
even
is
know
the
it.
theme. Fist Bump is the theme to Forces, and that's
I honestly
one
couldn't
where I
tell you any of the melodies I remember from Sonic Forces because I haven't listened to it since we played it in
which-
2015
That's why I prefaced it with
or
that,
whatever, 17.
but, like, look, I will just say, I think Fist Bump is a bad song. I think it's a bit too much like, we're gonna do the thing because we're best friends. And I get it that, like, that's what Sonic Heroes and a lot of them are. I get it, but, like, I don't know. It just felt way too, like, performatively corny to me. But, you know, to each their own. Again, you can like what you like, but all music is sinful and a disgrace unto our Lord.
Well, I was gonna say, like, even Shadow stuff I found like cringy, but like at the same time it kind of works, maybe because of a nostalgic sense. I didn't play it back then, but it had more of a nostalgic cringe than a.
I can find something endearing in it. Hey, it's the Sonic teaser trailer logo thing. Remember that
Oh, wow.
in the background?
I think it was in the game now. I think
It was, but I
towards the
don't
end
know
of
if
the
it
game.
was like they're like, oh, this means something, and I thought it was gonna like translate to.
Remember,
like,
everyone was trying to be like,
Hope or
"Oh, it
something.
means this," and they were trying to like.
Oh.
Remember, we were trying to like do
It
all
was
the
just-
deep dive.
No,
and it
they
really
made
was
nonsense symbols, and like that's fine.
Shadow music fits Shadow weirdly, at least to an extent. Well, because
Chaos
Shadow is cheesy, like it works,
Right.
Like enough. So
Hey, look at that PNG of smoke that's just getting bigger. That flat cardboard. Hey, whatever, right? Whatever.
hey, whatever works.
Oof, look at this, like 30 frames per second cutscene after. playing the
I
game.
am all a mere.
Cityscape.
Finally,
Oh, this is where it crosses over into
Shadow.
I don't
Oh,
remember
'cause
this
you-
in the regular Sonic generations.
because you fight him.
I mean, of all places, Shadow, you've seen other things at this point. That probably would be like, yeah, I was gonna see Sonic eventually.
That Chaos Emerald and I have a date with a monster.
Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
So, okay, in Sonic Generations, you do the Sonic versus Shadow fight. I guess this is their way of saying, look, it still happens, but maybe you do the Shadow version. I like that for what it's worth. Or is this just a cutscene and we don't get to play it? That's lame.
They're gonna team up. I think I remember that in the gameplay trailer.
Oh, really?
I think. Maybe I'm hazy here.
He's cheating!
Use that venom power.
He's definitely thinking about, like, kill.
Nice hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald. See ya!
Toxic as hell, bro.
I could have killed you, but I chose not to, and this is how you pay me back.
Ayo!
I finally find you, and what do I see? Sonic defeating you. What?
Damn, you're not gonna get her number because you can't beat Sonic the Hedgehog.
A fine time for you to be honorable. Now he has the Chaos Emerald.
No, he has a fake emerald.
Oh,
I'll have you swap it for the real thing after
Faker.
I'm finished with my mission.
Wow, look at you. As a professional jewel thief, I approve.
This is funny
Hey,
that they're like, it needs to, both Sonic Generations and Shadow need to happen at the same time, and there cannot be any error. So yes, he does get an emerald in the thing, but it's a fake one because we need it for this game. But then, like, don't worry, behind the scenes, he's gonna get it to Sonic and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, whatever.
I just want to say we're getting more Rouge dialogue that I wasn't expecting.
Do we need this for a screenshot? Get her to look at the
Yes.
camera. Oh, she's trying to look at behind us.
Well, you might be able to angle the camera to your right. You're right. Like while she's turning her head to the right, turn it. Yeah, like that.
1 hour, 41 minutes, 50 seconds. Perfect. Maria, I've
Classic
replaced
Rouge
you
laugh.
with this. Matt, they've never met. It's the ex and the new girlfriend. I'm glad we can link back up.
Wait, what were you talking about?
Maria meeting Rouge.
Oh,
Like Shadow
yeah,
being like,
yeah.
I replaced you with this.
I told you, dude.
I know you'll be a big help. Scout around and gather intel for you. The sooner we're out of here, the better. Now what?
Is it really your ex if she's dead and then came back to life?
Well, I mean, it's awkward still.
It's that's one way of putting it. Also, yeah, you're right. 'Cause, like, it's even weirder too, because yes, Shadow has aged like 50 years, right?
What are we doing?
What is this game? Now we're in fucking the
Yeah, I don't.
Bloodborne sewers. Come on.
I was gonna say the same thing, but Dark Souls 2. You got Sky Troops. Remember that level, Shadow?
Yes.
Well, that's the song for it. I'm gonna place all the song music tracks with Sky Troops now.
Octua.
You know, I saw a clip of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on someone's computer that is breaking down into, like, all the graphics are like this weird multicolor garbled thing, and it looks like this.
Yeah, why didn't we play the new COD?
I have every PlayStation 3 COD, and I've been wanting to do a stream series where I play through all of the campaigns on those, and I mean, I'd be down if you want to be a part of it. Like maybe in person we do a thing where, I don't know. But they're like, because I looked at the lists of how long to beat and like stuff, like they're all like 4 to 6 hours. I'm like, those are individual streams. That's just like a one long stream each. Like that's perfect. Like I don't need them to be long.
I remember the World at War in Black Ops 1. I mean, the Black Ops 1, you kill Fidel Castro, which is just crazy in hindsight. It's like, yeah.
Well, you know what? It's talking about revisionist history. In the one that Reagan's in, if you choose non-binary pronouns, he will support them, which I find very funny. That person of all people, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, if your character was black,
he would do some weirdly.
He would ignore that. You know what I mean?
He would in his. I don't want to say the word charismatic, but I can't really think of another word because that's how he is. He would say something so vile in the most like goofy, haha way that people would find endearing. That's what it would be in like in real life.
Right.
He'd be like, "Hey them, whatever, Jack or whatever."
That's Biden.
Sorry, Biden brain rot.
Biden.
There you go again. That's a Reagan line.
Yeah.
They them go again. That's what he would say.
That blue hedgehog of all places. Classic Reagan line. Crossover with Doom. I didn't get to read that.
Doomorph. There you go again. I think there's a Reagan movie that just came out.
Yeah, it bombed. Go figure, it bombed.
And that Trump movie.
I don't think that's out yet.
Or is that, maybe it's a streaming thing.
The one with Sebastian Stan as young Trump?
Yeah.
My God. No! I can't get to that spring.
I like how you change back to your regular, like, sprite, then die.
Right. This ain't no 2D game.
Whatever, dude. Who gives a fuck? Like, when you fell, it, like, changed to from out of squid form to normal form, and then you die.
Sure. yeah, okay, I just saw it.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I'm the coolest.
Trickle down. Economics. Gotta die cool. Yeah, what if that happened in real life? That you changed back to, like, a primordial state. You just turn to, like, goo.
That was the plot of Super Mario Brothers. Remember?
The movie?
The 90s one. Remember, that was their gun that turned you into the primordial soup.
What a movie. Wish we could stream that.
Probably could get away with it. Oh, apparently in the Nintendo Museum, it's like tucked away in a corner. And like the Mario memorabilia,
Cowards.
yeah, like the DVD for it is just like
cowards.
Like they're not saying it didn't happen, but like, you know, it's
they're cowards. I'm gonna keep. This is why I'm not a Nintendo fan, is because they won't acknowledge their actual good stuff.
I'm not a Nintendo fan because they don't acknowledge their war crimes.
That too.
Come on, give me the music. No.
It's like just far enough.
Come on! It's going fast as...
Clutch up, 1 second. Classic Alfredo right there. Maybe you can cut it off. Does it change the routes?
No, it doesn't. I thought it was.
I think it'll come back around to the left.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
am the cool.
A coloring book page. Nice.
Yeah, that's what that was.
I'm waiting for our Sonic Mad Libs poster or whatever art to pop up. Still have that right here. Sonic Mad Libs.
I have the books, the book adaptations, novelizations, that's the term, of both movies.
We finished that whole book, right?
Yeah, but I got the second one for the second movie, and we're like, that's a dumb idea. Let's not do that. And I have it. It's like bent because it's been in storage.
The real fans can listen literally to an audio, basically the equivalent of an audiobook version of the Sonic novelization. So I did the characters and Ethan did all the narration.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we'll bring that back. I don't know if it's legal for us to just read off the book.
Probably not, but
right?
It's probably a copyright thing.
That's what I mean. It's like, it would be the same as if we streamed a movie on the channel. Like, this is all of the book, you know? But is it transformative and fair use if we're doing goofy voices?
And we're teaching people how to read.
There we go. We take breaks.
We take breaks. We teach people new words. Sometimes we learn new words. We learn with you.
Oh, I thought you were saying we learned the word with you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, there may have been a word or two. They were like, oh, I didn't know that one.
No, I thought you were giving an example by saying we learned with you.
I mean, there was the latest literacy rates, and it's actually really bad. America is like actually is like 21% illiterate.
It's just
awful.
insane to me that there's people that just can't read.
Yeah, and then actually the most illiterate state is surprisingly California.
Because there's the most people there.
This is the ultimate power.
I guess I mean I didn't think about it that way, but still.
Well, I guess.
Well, then all the worst, the most illiterate, like illiterate states. I think California has the most percentage, but the most illiterate people.
Question.
Or something like that was Mississippi and like a lot of like southern poor states.
The question.
That have always had shit education.
This literacy test is about testing English literacy. Southern northern states might have a lot of people that don't speak English. Does that count?
Yeah. I guess so. I have to look into because I have it on Twitter saved.
Because you're all into race science stuff.
Yes. No, I'm gonna bring it up next time I do a political stream because I think part of the reason why in California specifically they voted to keep involuntary slavery basically for inmates.
Right.
They voted to keep it, and it's like, oh, I think. And when people are like, "Oh, it was confusing," I'm like, I read the prompt. I'm like, it's pretty.
I mean, it's just what's in that amendment or whatever.
It
slavery
says, do you want to
is
abolish
illegal except for incarceration, right? So
and they still are like, yeah, we can keep that. I think part of the reason is some people just don't know what words mean, and they're like, oh yeah, I don't know. No.
Oh, juked me.
Thoughts on the improved animation?
Well, Hedgehog Engine 2 is pretty snazzy. This game looks significantly better than obviously a 2011 360 game, for sure. I was actually surprised, if I'm gonna be honest here, surprised that this Shadow Generations was made on the newer Hedgehog engine, the post-Frontiers engine. Then I figured they were just gonna reuse the tools they had for Sonic Generations and call it a day. I think it works out because I think the levels look a hell of a lot cooler.
They should have done the Resident Evil engine, though, in my opinion.
Oh, the RE engine, which does not stand for Resident Evil, by the way.
It should.
Do you know what it stands for?
No, what is? I thought it was Resident Evil, to be honest.
So the logo for the RE engine is this
it has
hand.
the zombie hand.
It's a zombie hand. Not a zombie hand. It's a hand, and behind it is the crescent of a moon.
Yeah, Resident
Evil. RE is also the first two letters for Reach. It is the Reach for the Moon engine. That is what it's called.
My god, dude! I thought it was a zombie hand in front of a moon at night or some spooky
also
shit.
Resident Evil 7, which I actually have lying here, by the way, because there was a PS5 version for free. And I was like, cool, I'll just put my disc in there. That was the first game on the engine, so it made sense to be that's it's named after.
Maybe I'm misremembering. Didn't one of the Maddens 2017, 2018 use RE engine?
I don't. That's EA. They would use Frostbite.
Frostbite is what I'm thinking of. I knew they made in 2017, 2018 they had the new engine or whatever. I meant the third movie. Oh, I mean, from what we've seen no, this is very specific, but I remember seeing even dropped the new photos recently, right this week of wet Shadow, and it looks really good. Even in the rain or whatever. I mean, they're always going to get better every time. I mean, that's just how kind of these movies work. They figure out ways to maybe improve processing time. Or
I mean, I'm sure the Sonic
animation.
model is being reused and just improved. We have the time, we have, but you know.
A good example of this is also like Planet of the Apes trilogy. There,
it's in Burton
is
one?
that like the 20 I think it was 2012 is when Rise of the Planet of the Apes came out. Like if you look at that one compared to the last one, you're like, oh, it's so much better. Because yeah, they definitely got better at it. I kind of look at any movies that use this kind of, you know, animation. Yeah, is just gonna get better at it over time and make fine adjustments when they can.
Yeah, and also just like, hey, we kind of learned our scope and budget, and we learned how to do things. It's just like, you know, we talk a lot about the state of the video game industry. Died. And
like it looked like you got shot.
Yeah. You know, for the most part, like you see, like whenever there's layoffs, it's like cool. So you guys are basically like losing a lot of talent that knows how to work as a team on the very specific things that you guys make. And you know what I mean? When you have a team that's like, cool, this is what we do, well, guess what? They're going to be able to do it better next time because they learned. You know what I mean?
Also, these animation studios, whether for better or for worse, and they're probably more on the worst end, are going to use generative AI and stuff to...
Yeah.
Because, like... And once again, AI is a buzzword. We've thought about it before, but like AI is a buzzword. Most of my AI issues come from like generative AI or stealing of like art or reducing amount of people, you know, in industries to be like, oh, we don't need 20 animators, we only need 10 because we can just have AI do all that stuff. And also, I do think this is my critique of just going into like capitalism and production, where it's like everyone's always argues technology helps production, whatnot, whatever. It's like, yes, but like at what cost? Because you're being more productive, but you're probably getting compensated less, and your expectations for your job is different now because of, hey, you should be able to output more. And that's why, you know, yes, the conveyor belt was great for the car industry and be able to make more cars, but for
Henry
the actual
Ford.
worker, you know, can't. Oh, we only need 5 of you now, since, you know, everything else is made. Oh, you have to go all the way up there.
Ow!
I'm sure there's like... I'm sure when you're unlocking these powers, there's additional ways to get up there.
Speaking about Henry Ford and working and all that stuff,
I was just gonna...
I heard that like our modern day 9-to-5 sleep schedule, like related stuff comes from... They just decided, hey, I get up by 9... Oh, they all should too, and they should work 8 hours. Then all these other CEOs were like,
yeah, I mean, all
works.
of time has been affected by like the average workday and like you know, what is production needed to maintain society. Because in medieval times, people took multiple naps, but you also, you know, would stay up later at night. You know, so
yeah,
especially if you're like a farmer.
Bifurcated sleep schedule, where like, yeah, you did not sleep 8 hours straight.
But I say all this is that things like Sonic the Hedgehog or whatnot, I think you're going to see them get better at it, and movies have used AI in the sense of in I think what is ethical ways, which is like, hey, we're using AI to like change lighting in a scene or whatever that we can't do by hand or whatnot. Like using like technology in that sense, I think is good. But like if it's going to affect, if you're just making a whole scene out of AI, I think that's a little bit different than like, hey, we're using this to enhance maybe a feature or a specific thing. Because I've seen some directors talk about it. They're like, yeah, I'm anti-AI, but like the idea of AI,
like
we've been using these things since animation came out in 1990 or whatever. Right. Like that, we need AI to be able to use Adobe Premiere and stuff at a higher rate. So yeah, processing.
Sorry.
No, yeah. So I think that's going to be an element of why we'll always see this change in animations for like franchise movies that use animated characters. And I think you're only going to get better in the sense of details, more specifically.
I agree.
Tails and end credits of the first movie, the second.
Yeah, no. I mean, part of that is because that was not a last-minute addition, but it was like a very small thing that was a small part of the movie. So like, they made decisions. Sonic Forces. They made decisions for that, right? For like the the 13 seconds that Tails would be on screen. Here's the thing. And then they redid it. We watched the director's cut. It's one of our last. I think it's our last review of Sonic 2. Our 4th rewatch.
Or director's commentary.
Right, the director's. Yeah, exactly. But it's just a matter of like, cool.
And they even mentioned in that director's commentary, which is usually
2 hours in, this thing is dead. Oh no, I didn't plug the other one in. Oh well, I can just keep the cable plugged in. It's a heavy cable. So
I bought a different one because mine started to not work anymore. I got one from Micro Center. Yeah,
I have
so I got a little bit of a longer, thinner one, and it works fine.
This one was meant to use like a monitor to connect to your computer. That's why I was like, oh, this is a nice, thick, sturdy cable.
Yeah, and even that director's commentary in that first movie, like it was clear that they're like, yeah, maybe we'll make another one, but we enjoyed the ride. Like we would like. And the director's commentaries are usually recorded like, I think around red carpet time, like right before. Like it's at least
that's what it sounded like. That's what they were saying.
They were like, oh, we're about to go.
Yeah,
we were gonna go soon to do the premiere, and we're recording this. We hope to make another one. Like, it was very much a we'll wait and see. Compared to this, I don't think we've watched the director's commentary for Sonic Movie 2 yet, though. I think that's our next one, right? For next year?
No, we just said
that's our. Was it Movie 2 or Movie 1?
Movie 2.
I know we did Movie 1. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We did. The latest one we did was Movie 2.
And that's the other thing, too. You talk about Colleen O'Shazany. Well, guess what? They did that because, whatever, we need a voice for Tails, and it's a hard voice. Let's just get the lady that does it. I'm sure she's cheap. We see in the leaked pay, whatever you want to call it, contract pay for all these actors, is cheap. And then, like, well, it would be kind of what's the word? Uncool to the fans' view thing to replace her for Sonic Movie 2 now that we have her, we have the character in there, and now we can have a real actor. That's why, I don't know.
I think it's just shitty that she doesn't get paid as much as Ben Schwartz, considering
we don't know how much of that is a negotiation, but I agree. As much as Idris Elba, you know what I mean? Because like I'm sure they're equally on screen.
I mean, that's always been the case, right? It's like there's a difference between the A-list Hollywood actors or even B-list, right? And versus the voice even the most like reputable voice actors still don't get paid even close. And like I get it, like to a certain extent I get it, like actors in the traditional sense, right, have to do more than just have a voice or whatever. They have to maybe do stunts, or they have to do multiple, like they're in the flesh, right? But Ben Schwartz, yes, has done those things, right? And that's, where his career started. But to me, like, if he's getting paid that much, why can't the other voice actor who has almost as many lines as him get paid that much? But this is business shit. Like, unfortunately, Hollywood is like every other type of industry where they'll find the best, easiest contract to work with every time at the end of the day. Or if they are going to pay you a lot, like Robert Downey Jr., we were talking about Dr. Doom earlier.
Oh my God, what a waste of money. Like, I'm sorry.
They're okay with paying more if it means for the marketing of a movie,
right?
Too,
and that is what they did that for. They did that to quote unquote save the Marvel movies, is to put the guy to make the fans just blow their load.
They brought in their Thanos of stars.
That's like
I'm the only one who thought
movies.
Tails was a girl. I only learned years later that wasn't the case. I don't think that's like uncommon.
Tails is supposed to be like an 8-year-old boy, so I mean, like, yeah.
I can see why. I mean, I don't think I thought about it that deeply. Maybe when I was a kid, I might have thought in that, just because it's a little bit more of a higher pitched voice. But like, I don't know. I also knew of like Amy eventually, and I'm like, oh, Amy's the girl character, or Rouge is the girl character.
Right. You can only have one.
So,
you do too many, and who knows?
But no, I see where. Yeah, I think it was just a matter of like, yeah, supposed to what they're supposed to kind of represent. Sonic is the 12-year-old and Tails is the 8-year-old or whatever. So
Sonic is.
If you're putting ages to these fake characters.
Naoto Oshima, the designer of these two characters, for Sonic 2, when we were talking at the very beginning of Tails as a character, Tails is Gohan, which is Goku's son, and Sonic is Piccolo. And it's the very specific beginning of Dragon Ball Z where Piccolo reluctantly trains Gohan, and it's a funny dynamic they have of like Tails is just he's just excited to be around Sonic, and Sonic's just a little bit too cool for that. You know what I mean? Like that was the inspiration. Like he's literally drawn them dressed as Gohan and Piccolo back then. Of like this is what I'm going for. I like Amy. I like Amy now.
I mean, if I'm being real with you, I do not care at all about any of the. I don't have like strong. I mean, for the bits, we love Rouge the Bat for obvious reasons.
There's a fourth key spot.
But I don't have like. I'm not like.
Well, whatever.
Like Sonic is cool. This character is cool. This guy is cooler to me. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't. In terms of their personalities, like I'm like. I guess I'll say that I care more about the movie characters than I do the game lore and all that stuff.
Really?
Like I don't really.
I will say like.
But once again, it's a movie versus the game where I'm playing Sonic for the gameplay and the fun versus the story of the Sonic games, which have always been at best.
And that's why, like, for me, the Sonic characters I like for sure, for shoot, as they say. Sonic, obviously, I like Tails. Knuckles, take it or leave it for me. Shadow, obviously. I can be convinced with Blaze the Cat because it's just a cool Sonic-like character. Purple.
I like when you play the characters. I think I like them more because of their abilities. But yeah, it's like I couldn't tell you half the story of any of the games I played because I just don't pay attention enough to be like. Whatever. I guess the Shadow one was the one I
just needed to pin that. Just so it's a statement I feel like that covers all of our opinions. I wanted to like give it a heart or something, and I saw a way you can pin it like Twitch chat.
Yeah, no, I don't play Sonic games for like the story and the characters, and in the sense of like versus. I don't know, God of War, or something like that, where it's like story-driven game or whatever. So you know what I mean? Like there's just also it's for kids. So
actually for cool guys. Thank you.
And that doesn't mean if you're older, it doesn't mean you can't like it. You know what I mean? But
okay, so that's a troll. Oh, come on. Oh wait! I can't do the chaos control. You're just supposed to wait. Just kill me.
What kid would play Sonic Colors?
This kid.
Probably you. Got him. Yeah, you just ran into your own joke, just like Ethan ran into that own spike.
One thing to remember, 2010 rolled around, I'm like, oh my god, they made a Sonic game that is just the cool stuff without any of like the baggage. Sign me up. And like, oh my god, look, Sonic Colors didn't care about any stupid plots. It's just like, look, Sonic and Tails and that's it. And Eggman, that's it. Granted, yeah, I didn't have Shadow, but like it was just like not trying to be super serious like Sonic 06. Where I'm like, hey, this is a good video game. You know. S rank. Never gotten anything.
I mean,
less.
the best, honestly though, the best character in video game history is obviously Ghost from Call of Duty Ghosts.
For folks that don't know, there is not a character named Ghost in Call of Duty Ghosts. In the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series, there is a character called Ghost. Devin's doing a bit where he pretends the shirtless tumbler thirst trap ghost he once saw is like his favorite character of all time. And I'm not going to fight him on his reasons because they're true to him and they're less true to me because I'm not him and he's him. But give me this music note. Thank you. You know, you gotta. I forget that that's
nice,
music tracks.
Train. I did like Blaze that when I played as her, like her powers and stuff. I felt like she was different than the other ones in the sense like I can fly, I can kind of fly.
Hers is just I am Sonic. You know, I just run fast, which I'm like cool.
No, I meant like with the fire and shit. That's what I.
Oh,
like.
well, yeah, sure, but I mean just like.
It felt a little bit different than just like compared to Knuckles and Tails, where Knuckles like I glide
slowly. Tails
and
is
then
like,
Tails I hover. So I mean, at least Knuckles will be digging and stuff, but they've kind of taken that away from him a little bit the last couple iterations.
I'm telling you, like, people want a Sonic Adventure 3. They just want the same gameplay modes, but maybe some new ones and all that. I'd say no, unless it's like a remake of one that already exists, 1 and 2. But like, you could take those gameplay concepts and just make smaller games, like $30, $40, and put them out there. You can have your Knuckles and Rouge Treasure hunting style gameplay, an evolved version of that, but like, it doesn't need to be coupled with an everything game. I will say, just to talk about like the lore and the interconnected Sonic story thing, they've gone back and forth between it is connected and it isn't. And that's why I find it funny that Frontiers is like, yep, we're going to name drop everything we can to let you know it was all happening in a sequential order. But then you get stuff like Colors where it's like, it doesn't matter. And I go back and forth on whether or not I think that stuff's cool. I appreciate that they care, but I also appreciate that they don't care enough to have baggage for it. Like, the moon being half destroyed isn't a thing anymore. I know,
it
like,
should be, though.
I think it was Izuka said, no, the moon just got turned around, and the destroyed stuff you just can't see. It's on the backside. Whatever, sure. If that's what you need to say so that you can have a regular-ass moon in the sky in your video games, like, whatever. But, like, I like the fact that they still mentioned Frontiers, the Eclipse Cannon, which blew up that part of the moon in Frontiers, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We have a lot of comic fans, though. I feel like that follow us, and we're fake fans, honestly.
I'm not even gonna call myself a fan. I'm a joke.
I meant like
I'm a hater.
I think we're fake Sonic fans, you know.
Oh.
Like, everyone knows the real lore. Like,
Sonic means
everyone doesn't watch
things.
just
the
the anime.
Sonic
They watch
lore
the manga. You know.
I don't think. Is there a Sonic manga, or is it just the Archie comics? I know you're joking. Like, you watch the anime, but I read the manga. Like, I get that's the joke you're doing, but is there an actual Sonic manga? There was a Mario one, and it was comical.
I mean, I'm sure there's one in Japan.
Maybe.
I'm sure.
All I'll say about the comics is it's not my thing, and I'm glad it doesn't have to be my thing, because these games are my thing, and that's cool enough for me. It's cool that it's other people's things.
Well, speaking of comics,
That's it.
I was telling Ethan I go to this one comic book store. Well, the other one originally.
Well, I don't know if you can call a hentai shop a comic book store, but okay.
Well, the one comic book store I used to go to closed, but they moved to a new location, like a couple miles down the same street. Luckily, so at least they weren't like closed forever. But it's definitely a smaller space now, unless. Yes, because they also do like coffee and stuff, so it's a little bit. They still have that, but it doesn't have that coffee store vibe. But whatever.
Well,
but
you can actually get a cup of coffee, or you can get like their blend in a bag.
You can get a cup of coffee there, and they also did like specialty sodas and stuff, and they had like some pastries. It was much more of like a hangout cafe comic book crossover kind of thing, which was really cool. And they were like anti-fascist and stuff too, like
as I hope most people are.
Well, you know, but they made like they had like signs up, and they have like lefty kind of stuff hanging on the walls to be like, hey, this spot is for cool people. Yeah, they closed that location, and they opened up a new one, and I actually went last week. While there was a lot of snow and stuff, but that won't stop me. But yeah, I took my brother there just because we were kind of bored, stuck in the house. So, but I went there and got. I went there. I just started I just like to get random comic books half the time. That I think the cover looks cool, the art looks cool. But they recommended the new Superman to me, Absolute Superman, which is a new DC thing, I guess. And as much as I am superheroed out in the terms of the movie sense, I still like reading comic books here and there. And I'm like, I don't have like a series that I'm following right now. I collected all the Planet of the Apes miniseries that came out.
Oh, that's cool.
Like earlier this year or last year. I don't remember what time. But anyways, I was telling Ethan because Ethan's, you know, I guess more of a Superman fan than me. But they recommended me at the store because it's like a different type of Superman. But me and Ethan were talking of, don't want to say for sure is happening, but more just like we were spitballing that maybe down the line.
I had was scratching my neck. Oh, I used to get this. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, you know, one idea we had was like maybe like, cause you know the goal of our channel is just to do things that at the end of the day that we want to do and talk about, and you know, comic books something that we've both loosely have done, but it'd be kind of cool maybe down the line that like, hey, let's pick a series that we get once a month. That's maybe not super long, but once a month, and that we talk about it or maybe stream about it would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
and,
never know. Maybe
probably,
Sonic could make it.
for me, for comics, I'll probably get them digitally, and then like maybe I'll get that Superman, Absolute Superman, as a trade later on as like a book.
I'll just say I did read it, and like, cause I was going in being like, to me, I've never really enjoyed this Superman like concept, or at least I didn't. It wasn't my cup of tea. I was much more of a
it
like
says
Spider-Man
play boss.
I know it said that for the
Not
other one
like
too. And I just think
confront
that's
or
funny.
fight boss. It is
Fight
boss.
or boss level even would it sound better.
Challenge. Oh, it's Mephiles.
What is this?
Nice.
Feel of
Let's
some
go.
sort?
But yeah, I don't know, just an idea that we talked about. So if folks are maybe interested in that down the line, stay tuned for maybe something that will never happen, but you never know. But it was good, Ethan. I'll say I read it, and it was I did enjoy it, and it's.
My impression.
I would be curious to know what your take is on it, because I think it's. On one hand, I could see maybe like a diehard Superman fan be like, "Oh, this goes against the Superman character," but on the other hand,
that's the move that kills.
It's
Sonic.
like a different. It's like a different universe kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what my take is.
I don't want to talk about too much. I don't want to spoil it.
On like all their absolute stuff now. I know there's absolute Batman, absolute Wonder Woman, and I know they are different. Like Wonder Woman has Cloud Strife's Buster Sword, it looks like, and Batman has a mom who's alive and he's poor. For me, that's cool that they're doing new stuff. Because here's my thing, like, I remember back when I was in high school in the early 2010s, when DC decided, hey, you know what? It kind of is hard. Like, we got these Dark Knight movies, and like, Zack Snyder's going to do a Superman movie in a couple years for us, and it is kind of hard for like to get new comic book fans in because, like, I mean, we got issues that are like number 600 something.
Right.
Like, so what are we going to do?
Can you start from
so
in the
in
middle?
2011, DC came out with the New 52, which is them going, hey, here are 52 brand new number ones, like Batman starting over, Superman starting over, Swamp Thing starting over. And I thought that was cool. And that's when I got into Batman, and for real, and Superman. They made a lot of mistakes. All their characters needed to be moody like Batman because of the Dark Knight movie. Which sucks. Superman doesn't need to be like depressed. Sorry. As like this baseline everything, you know. They retconned all that stuff. That's how they brought in freaking Watchmen. They decide, hey, you know what? This New 52 is an alternate universe made by Dr. Manhattan because he was upset or whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so like then they went back to like the real Batman and Superman and all that, which I appreciated. But anyway. They did that effort to, like, make new Batman, right? And guess what they did? They made one new villain, the Court of Owls, and then they went back to all their old villains. So, like, when you start over, give me new stuff. I don't want to see the Joker again. Because guess what? After the Court of Owls, they went to the Joker immediately. So, like, what are we doing here? That's why, like, I'm interested in the absolute stuff, because if they're actually different, then it's a new guy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll say it does kind of do the thing where it's like, hey, you know this other character? Well, there's a twist on them too, and like,
oh sure,
which I can see people not liking, but for me, I'm like, I don't care, whatever. This is new for me. There's some other references to other DC stuff in it that are twists that I wasn't expecting. But it's kind of so far like a kind of pro-environment kind of take so far. This is just after my first read. I'm gonna read it again for sure. I try to read my comics at least 2 to 3 times. Oh shit happening.
Can't keep up.
I'm not even playing and I'm getting distracted while I'm talking. But yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. It's like it's not what I was expected. What is happening in chat? Welcome to Tilted Towers. My name's Memphis, Tennessee. Why is it not Ohio? I'm not caught up on the like Zoomer lore. Is it Tennessee is now the new Ohio?
As long as it's not New York, I'm okay with it. Out of rings.
There's like just quotes happening. I feel like I'm missing context. But I'll let chat have their fun. Because there's been plenty of times on our stream that we make a reference that only me and you will get.
Me, you know, whatever you do in your life, whatever you find joy, me, I think that's literal flames.
Speaking of which. Not seen the Wow. 06 fan dub. Isn't that like, I feel like I've seen clips of it.
Yeah, and none of it's funny. Sorry. To me, I don't find any of that shit funny. I feel like it's worse than if we tried, and I don't even think we would do a good job.
I like them. From the 2 clips I've seen.
No, you
I
don't.
thought it was fine.
You agree with me. You agree with me. New Doom power. The power of a 401k. So there's no future for you?
Mephistopheles.
Isn't that the cat from Cats?
Mephistopheles? Mephistopheles is like a...
It's like a devil demon guy, I know that, but like
from like Germany or whatever.
Isn't one of the cats in Cats
in
musical
Cats?
named
I think
like
something
Mr. Mistopheles or something like that?
Yeah, something. It was some cat like pun.
Don't be frightened.
The promised time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon you will be mine.
Oh, so Kathleen, you're from France or a French-speaking country? I'm assuming France, if you're saying Frenchy. I feel like a French Canadian wouldn't say I'm Frenchy. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how that works.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
Oh, got him.
It's so lame. That's fun.
So does Black Doom eat? Because is that supposed to be his mouth kind of sealed up? Does he have like a little hole that opens up? Or does he absorb? I think humans should learn how to absorb things, because I think then we won't have to worry about dental care. Especially now that fluoride's being taken out of our water in the next year.
Oh, really?
That's like one of RFK's like big things. Yeah. You know, it like literally helps your teeth, like being in water.
At some point in the future, he has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white.
He only eats Italian dinner, but like the Stofers.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
You're turning very evil.
He's doing the thing that like little kids do when they're like mad at mom.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Oh, I hate you.
Because without light, there's only darkness. But a
Yeah,
shadow
darkness is
will
sick.
show you where to find the light. Do you understand?
He's got a mommy
I don't
complex
want
for
you
the
to live in
7-year-old.
darkness. I want you to be happy.
And now he's like
Stand in the
50.
light with
So what does he feel?
in your heart.
What is he supposed to feel, Devin? What is he supposed to feel when he sees that?
That's love. I'm telling you, that was his first crush. That's the only girl he knew.
At Rouge.
So he met Rouge, and then Rouge is like,
Upright base.
So yeah, there you go. More references that like
No one
you'll
will
probably-
understand. Doom Gears can unlock special powers locked inside power scaling devices. Go find those devices.
They named him Shadow though, right?
They just said why.
If Shadow had to change his name, what do you think it would be? Like he's like, okay, I mean like a normal human kind of name.
My new name is Eric.
Harold. It like it has to be like.
I think my new name is Delilah.
After that one song.
Oh, I hate that song so much. It's a stalker, creepy guy.
There was a guy in so in Boy Scouts there was a I shouldn't say a guy because we were all kids back then, but a kid. Well, but he was older than me though. I'll say that, like 4 or 5 years. I was like 12, so he maybe 15, 14.
Don't tell me it's making us replay all the levels.
And one time we were like went to like we were going camping or whatever, right? But I think it was on the way there or on the way back, doesn't matter. But yeah, he like had his little iPod in, and I remember like we were all sitting in the car. It was me, him, and like another person. I think my dad. It was my dad's truck, I think, and he like had to go get gas or something. I remember like he kept singing that song like the whole road trip, and then like it was like dead quiet in there, and he still kept singing as the rain was hitting the window, and I'm like, bro, thought
show up. Shut up.
I was like, bro's trying to be so sentimental. He's like looking at the rain falling down on the glass, and he's just like, hey there, Delilah.
And I'm sure because he was probably like 12, his voice was cracking.
He's
like
also the same guy that decided to, like we were supposed to go hiking on like a geocache kind of thing or whatever. Like it was a competition. Like all the troops were doing it, and we were like in a group, and we decided to separate, but we're like, oh, we gotta still be in pairs so we don't get lost or whatever, or we won't get in trouble. So there was like 4 or 6 of us, and we went into pairs. But eventually, somehow, he went on it by himself, and then he got lost, and there was a whole freaking thing, and then we got in trouble. And I was like pissed.
I don't know where to go. It's telling me to go here, but there's not new things. It's just the same levels.
Maybe you beat the game, and it was just the most anticlimactic. Do you have to go up to him?
Well, hold on. God, you don't just turn into Squid. You have to hit a ball.
A sentence a man once said.
Because like they were like, okay, cool. So this is where you put in the Doom gear to get the Doom power. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, some Black Moon eyes are still closed. Doom's eye
in the Doom zone needs to be cleared first.
It's because I didn't do the QuickTime event in that freaking level, Devin. That it's like play it again.
Here we go.
Play it again.
Here's some
now.
Sonic bullshit that we love.
Play it again. Play it again. Play it again now.
Play it again. Play it again. Play it again now.
All right, fine. At least I've rationalized the nonsense. Whatever.
Put it away, get it away.
And I can do it even better than S rank, I guess.
Hey there, Delilah.
Stop
I was
singing.
playing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Stop. I'm gonna get a brain aneurysm.
Guys,
you know why? It's because I told you. I told you that music is bad. All music is bad, and you shouldn't listen to music because it's bad. Right?
Sonic Forks. Sonic. Sonic. Wow.
Yeah, I think a full playthrough of Sonic Forces would be an excellent charity stream event. You know, we do a 12-hour stream, and this would be one of the major things, like the 2 major things that we do if we hit an incentive. You know what I mean?
Maybe there's like something where like every $100 donation we start the game over.
Oh my god.
Start the new save file. But you have to like it has to be like you have to donate $100 minimum or something like that, where it's like so you can time it, you know, where it's like we almost beat we'll end the stream.
I don't know if start the game $100 people will do.
Do you want to raise money or do you not want to raise money?
So I have had this idea for a stream like that, where, and granted, I would like it for be more than the 2 of us there, but if people donated, say, $100, let's say, right, or some amount that isn't easy to immediately get. We'll say that. I have seen people do this, and I have my own take on it. So this is original character, do not steal. Making an isolation chamber where you would go in there, you'd sit down, you put some headphones on, and on a computer monitor would be playing the very classic Uwe Boll film Postal, but the headphones, and it would be on loop all day. The headphones, the left channel ear would be playing the audio from, I don't know, Sonic Boom, and the right audio channel would be playing from something else, and it's all at once for the whole thing, and it's a punishment that the person is in there for like 15 minutes or whatever. You donate $100, you say Ethan goes in there, Devin goes in there for X amount of time.
I thought you said that's the whole thing.
No,
like,
no.
That's been kind of
that's
a phenomenon
that
lately.
Has been like,
I lock myself in the room until I get 2 million subscribers, and like the guys are literally fucking up their brains like permanently.
Yeah, begging to be let out. No, this is more of just like as we're playing Sonic Forces, someone donates $100. Devin, get in the isolation chamber, and it's 15 minutes. I think that's a good thing. You don't want it.
Whoever donates $100 has to do Russian roulette. The real gun.
Hey, you know I have several.
Jesus. Armed and dangerous. And I just like the idea of like there being like a game punishment where it's like, yeah, our goal is to beat the game, but like, oh, we gotta start from, we gotta watch all the cutscenes again.
It would have to be shorter, man. Or that money would have to be like $500 to start over.
500.
Something where it's like someone can do that. We are not expecting it to really happen, and if it does, it's only happening once. Or we get a lot of people to be like, hey man, free Palestine, here's some money, or whatever we would donate to.
Right.
It would probably be like if it's Extra Life, I think it's all like hospitals.
Yeah, you can do, my experience with Extra Life, like you can pick either just like a general thing, or you can do like a specific hospital in your area. So like when I did it in Baltimore, so I did John Hopkins, like for example.
Oh yeah, because they're around the corner.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is just like on September the 11th. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. It was an inside job, is what they told me.
But I knew that was a lie. Because I blamed myself.
Oh
Shadow the Hedgehog.
I hate people.
Game came out in 2001, Devin. You tell me.
True.
Coincidences are not real. Hello?
All right.
You know what? I was saying how this game is like, you know, a polished, nice game. And I'm like, oh, that's the OG Sonic starting to pop in every once in a while. I'll be like, hey, remember me? You're gonna fall. Things just aren't gonna work for reasons that we don't know.
I wasn't supposed to land like that, but I made it work. What the hell? Yeah.
Another like charity idea I thought of mostly right now is, remember Super Mario Maker where you make the levels and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Well, you could do something like that where like every type of donation donates a certain type of object, and like we have to beat the level like 100 times, but obviously people adding more stuff makes it a little bit more chaotic, and it's like, okay, stuff like that. I like stuff where like, yeah, like the chat can make things more difficult, and obviously it makes people rage, but yeah, maybe one day soon we'll do something.
Dave would have to be there too. Someone has to go in the isolation chamber. Someone that would be funnier than sending you or me. You know. Really, I would like to devise the perfect donation incentive punishment for David specifically, but not tell him that and say it's for anyone, but like everyone knows it.
$10 increases camera sensitivity by 3. Yeah, like just.
Oh my
shit
god!
like
Like
that.
this sensitivity.
Yeah. Maybe you don't restart Sonic Forces, but you have to change like, oh, the controls are inverted for the next hour.
Oh my
like,
god! Yeah.
shit like that.
I'm Shadow and I'm inverted the y-axis.
No. Oh shit.
Doom wing.
I wonder what that feels like, though, to be fair. See, I bet you fly to that. Remember that one thing you couldn't get? I bet you fly to it.
Yeah.
Can't jump for 2 minutes. You just can't complete the level. Probably most levels.
Well, then that's not exactly like a challenge. That's just like stop playing for 2 minutes. You know. It's context sensitive. It depends on what the thing is going on. Dude, we're jumping in that hole.
You always can do other things like, you know, every $100, you know, do a bunch of like crazy drugs.
You know, every you know, not gonna make the joke. At least 50 rings. Press L1 and R1. Hold R2 in the minute.
Wow, everything. All I see is red.
Despite all my red, I'm still just a red and a red. Yeah.
Every $100. Every $100, I'll grow another wing.
You cannot deny me, Shadow. You are finally complete.
All you needed was wings. That's what you were missing this entire time. If only you knew. Wait, so when he comes to the light side, will he have angel wings? That'd be so sick, dude.
Like Jin Kazama and Tekken 8.
Just something really cheesy like that. He's just, I'm an angel, actually. Dude, he just gooed.
It's time.
Okay, for
I'm
what?
sorry I put you on this path, Shadow. But I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you.
Proud for all the people you killed. Cause Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog was canon.
It's all right.
I would
Maria.
love, first off, why are we showing this child's ass in the
Letting
camera?
go of that
I would
destructive
love
energy.
if someone just shoots her at the end of this game. Like, yep, she lived, but
I hope
bam.
it's him. I hope it's him. He's like, no.
Oh, in order to prevent the time paradox, he's got to remove.
Oh my God. Every $100 I lose a finger I can use to play the game. Yeah, because you actually cut off your finger.
Fight with your wish in my heart. Your
Wow.
wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy.
Maria, I love you. But I have to do
I
this.
don't know in what way, though. That was a very possessive.
I'm telling you, dude. Weird shit.
Nothing can
That's all I'm gonna
stop
say.
you from reaching that line now.
Wow, you're like the vulture.
From Spider-Man?
Yeah. This is a good moment. Stop ruining it. Sorry. This is like they were talking about like the Sonic characters or this. I don't care that much, man.
Listen, I'll put it this way. I enjoy all this stuff, but not fully to the extent of taking it seriously. I just think it's cool. The games are fun to play. That's always been my thing with Sonic. The games are fun to play,
because I think it's funny.
and I enjoy the characters,
cheesy.
despite like how hard they try. You know. That's why I'm not a comic fan, because like I'm not a fan of that side. I don't need to be. Other people can. You could be the Sonic fan that I'm not. Yeah. Jumping as a squid.
I just realized too, like Black Doom is kind of like a biblically accurate angel or whatever kind of design.
Oh, sure.
Which I appreciate. And see,
an
and you
Old
have
Testament.
the wings. See, this is actually Shadow is part of the canon of Christianity.
Gonna be a boss or a level, you think? Oh
I
my
would say
god!
play boss.
Alright, I enjoy this now. Alright. Best game of all
guys,
time.
we're taking it seriously.
This is his first level. This is the greatest thing ever. And so far, this is 1-to-1 the fucking level. Maybe the distance between stuff is... Okay, now it's changed.
Sound like a ringtone. Bidu, you got mail. Oh, did you hear the you got mail guy died?
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I heard
There was a video of him saying it, and I'm like, that's cool. That's a cool, like, thing to be known for.
Oh my
The
god.
you got mail guy.
Sorry, I need to lock in. I've just not been paying attention.
Sorry, I also saying you got mail.
What am I supposed to do?
It's clearly, maybe that's the problem.
I'm supposed to do that.
I think you just gotta wait, This is my favorite thing in Sonic is when you're not supposed to go fast.
They never said you had to. No, put the wings away. I don't
No,
want
he
to do
does
this.
say
I
that.
want to play the level.
He says gotta go fast.
Where?
Sonic said that.
Where? Want to know where?
At some point.
Want to know where? He says it in Super Smash Brothers Brawl. That's where he says it, and people have co-opted that as to be as a line he says in a game somewhere. He says it in
He has
Smash.
no other memorable lines, unfortunately. Except Meow in the movie.
Oh, that's Meowth.
Does Meowth actually say Meowth? I never
Meowth,
just,
that's right.
Yeah. No, he says Meow.
He says Meowth. That's right. Don't tell me how I feel.
Show me the damn veggies. That's what he says. I think it's tell me the damn veggies. Tell me the veggies. Because I just looked it up yesterday for a game show edit.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's show me the damn veggies.
That's what we've been saying.
Or I think it's tell me, not show me. But I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Quotes have always been misinterpreted, missaid.
The speed
I like how you can hold.
balloon.
I like how you can hold it in the air. Holy shit! Sounds like a fucking Hot Wheels racetrack. I am all of me.
Different game, Devin.
This
This is the best Sonic game, Sonic Adventure 2.
For some.
For all.
No, Sonic Frontiers is. We said that.
Yeah, but like, I don't really think that. This is my favorite Sonic game, Sonic Adventure 2. But yeah, Sonic Frontiers, I think, is the best. It's just not as good as.
Who keeps installing all these lasers?
Well, whatever government the department is doing that, Dodge is gonna clean it up for us. You hear that, Devin?
God?
Dodge. Doge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Someone likened
Probably,
it to,
luckily, it's probably one of those things is like, okay, guys, shut the fuck up. Here's work to do, but just I don't care. Actually, don't do anything. Just leave me alone.
He was like, there are 438 departments, and I think only 99 are necessary. And someone said, like, this is like when amateur house flippers tear down a load-bearing wall.
See, I love that kind of shit. I do love like the HD TVs, low key. It's really good. Like,
you don't think that that's like parasitical, or you know what I mean? Like they're taking advantage of people like
most
that?
of those people are apply for it, and honestly, most of them already have a lot of money. So I don't know, like. At least the ones that I watch, which were mostly Love It or List It, usually it's like, oh, are we gonna stay in the house that's gonna get a $200,000 put into it, or are we gonna sell the house for the $1.2 million house? And it's like, okay, y'all have clearly enough money, and most of the time they keep it, and it's just like, whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know how like the financials work. My guess is they maybe just pay the taxes on that stuff. Or they pay. Well, no, they always pay for the thing. So.
S rank.
Yikes. Hey, C's get degrees. Don't worry. That's how I got mine, man. Not really. Well, some classes. I was more of a B for most of the like history stuff, but.
Gotcha.
The other ones that I had to do. Let's see. Man, the shit I know now or like invested in. I wish I could go back to college and be that annoying guy in like the poli-sci class.
Class about
just challenge poli science, the study of polygamy.
Yeah.
I did see a tweet today that was about an article saying that how people need to be poly workers. Did you?
I sent that to you. Yeah.
Oh, that was that you?
Yeah.
Sent it to me. I don't remember. But yeah, that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Basically, they're saying, hey, you shouldn't expect a single job to cover you living.
That's just capitalism brain rot, like just.
Hey, there's your guy, right? Is that
Oh. Oh no, not the twisters. This shit fucked me up. And it still looks like it is somewhat menacing.
Oh no, I don't think it's the same guy.
I don't remember a turtle.
I don't remember like
turtle fish man.
Dinosaur monster hunter guy.
Cut off his tail. I am on me.
Well, I guess I'm not going through the rings.
The Doom department. Yeah, why hasn't anyone done gun in real life? Gun department. I just love that you can just hover. Like it isn't like a, hey, you have 2 seconds. It's like you could just chill up there.
That's a reference to Sonic 06 where you could just hold the laser forever because I'm sure they realized things were breaking. They didn't know how to fix it.
Pretty big city, huh?
No. Oh, survived.
Oh, what a save. What a save. Are you supposed to be able to do that? I don't know.
I mean, oh, I remember that classic. Oh, and I remember this, the bounce, 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 bounce. But wait, in the original, you go down.
Wow.
And a bit of an inversion of your expectations there.
As above, so below.
Good job, Squidward.
Thanks, Patrick. I feel like it's not supposed to be like that, but
Whatever.
It's cool anywhere.
Yeah, I'm the cool bit.
I'm him.
Oh, S rank. I thought I was gonna do worse. What happens now? Oh, play.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Play that boss.
Devil Doom.
Uh-oh. Oh, hey, I was saying earlier about all the evangelical kind of stuff going on. Now he's the devil, see?
Shadow.
Agreed. Time to sever this bond between us forever.
That's called love. Don't they learn that just being bigger actually doesn't help them? Is he on? He's on the poop. He's coming out of it.
I think he's just got a giant. I would love if this boss fight is just a thing you watch and that's it. I wonder if
Luckily, he gave you all these powers so that you can fight him.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so do you have to hit him in the sack?
Happens to me when I'm down.
Is this gonna be like the one level? I forget what it was. I think it was. Was it Sonic 06? The one where you had to basically hit all the asteroids or else you lose.
Oh yeah. Against Iblis.
The Iblis trigger. How about these nuts? That's what you should have said. He's throwing all the balls at you. Easy jokes, guys. Come on.
Yeah, beat him up, Shadow.
That's a very much Sonic Frontiers, I feel like, thing now. Like, they do all the
rapid punches on the thing.
Yeah. Martial arts almost moves. I wish my eyes did that. Like when I woke up in the morning.
I wish I had eyes.
Would you rather have 3 eyes or 1 eye?
3? I'd still have depth perception. Right?
But if it was in the center of your face, I think you'd be fine.
Depth perception, you need 2 eyes.
Then how does Cyclops see?
With 1 eye, but he can't see. He sees a
My
flat
dog
image.
sees fine.
Sorry, but your dog sees a flat image. Your dog cannot sense depth. Sorry.
He can jump on the bed fine, like he used to.
Right, because he knows what it's like.
You go up the stairs. And to be fair, it's on that like one
Alright,
side.
you live your life with 1 eye closed. You'll find it's very possible, but his perception is gone.
Well, with 3, you would have too much depth perception.
You can close the middle eye.
Something to think about.
I don't know who needs to do the thinking here.
My favorite thing is just like say something like vague and just be like something to think about.
It's a very I don't know, grifter thing. I don't even want to point to.
Interesting. It's kind of like Joe Rogan and be like, "Oh, have you heard about this thing? That's interesting." And then like not talk about it again.
My coworker watches that video all the time. Like, shut up.
Would you invite him on?
No.
Would you go on his though?
Oh.
What if like someone you like was there though too?
Let's say congratulations. Yeah.
Did the Onion buy out InfoWars? Yeah, officially today. And the rumors are is they're gonna try to make it like a satire of InfoWars, basically. Just...
And all right-wing YouTube grifters. Neo Devil Doom.
Uh-oh. His egg sack opened up. Never mind, he still be pumping in there. That's kind of gross. No, he has another sack in his sack.
What am I supposed to do
he's
there?
He's talking about bloodlines now? Uh-oh.
I am
Wrestling?
I have surpassed you.
Oh, I was thinking from like a eugenics weird thing. We gotta make sure the bloodlines are preserved. That kind of stupid shit. This is sick design. You should get it tattooed on your entire back.
I just learned I can go up and down.
Domination. Okay, I like the tail neck thing. That's cool. Yeah, he very much is like a demonic looking thing. They did a good job with that. That is something I'd see like painted in like a 1400s cathedral. Oh my god. Oh my. Kind of wrecked your shit there. Funny.
Not gonna lie, I couldn't tell who was winning.
I thought he he whipped you multiple times. Space Devil. This is Sparta.
Yeah.
Whoa. I am Shadow.
All hail Shadow. Come on.
And I am Shadow. I'm him.
I'm Brat. You still say that?
I'm Brat. I like how that just kind of died.
Pamela ruined it.
They always ruin it.
I mean, this is my fight song, and I'm alright song.
That was another song that died quick, too.
Yeah. Corniest thing ever.
This is my defeat song. I took the
He used
L
chaos
song.
control on us.
But why do you want to be one?
I know you're anti-marriage, Devin, but some couples actually, you know, do believe in being one.
Maria's, I thought, was... Wait, so you're saying it's either Maria,
Or Black Doom. Who's he gonna
Black
go
Doom,
with?
or Rouge? But Rouge wouldn't want to be tied down.
No. Or phase 3 to this fight.
He's gonna pull out a sword or something.
I hope, however this game ends, it leads to them being like, cool, we're gonna make another Shadow game. Like, he actually gets to have a story now. You know, we can make games where he play as him. Gonna go Super Sonic. Oh.
This is the destiny I choose.
It That's been your whole trope, though. You keep saying that.
Now, to end this.
Gotta do it. Gotta help Shadow.
Imagine if they do this in the movie, by the way. Like this level of like crazy shit.
I would
like
say
out of
the greatest
nowhere.
movie ever.
But then it has all the humans also doing it with him to like power him up.
If it's like a Goku Spirit Bomb thing, then sure. I don't want them
I
flying.
want Tom Wachowski to be like floating in the air, being like. Ugh.
I love that pre-rendered explosion that they put in there. I love it. They're just like, I don't know, we don't know what to do.
Says all stages cleared, so credits roll.
Yeah, and I got an
You
S
won
rank on the
again.
boss fight.
Time to end this until next time I have to end it again.
I hope they don't bring Black Doom back. I don't really care for him in Shadow the Hedgehog. If you want to bring him back for this, fine, whatever. But like, now you can wrap that up and like,
Yeah, they can bring in the Court of Owls or something.
sure. I mean, there is that Shadow Batman comic or whatever. That's why you got into DC Comics. You were prepping.
Right? I wanted to know the lore, dude, before I get into that one.
Nice work. Perfect.
Hey, see, who showed up first? Who showed up first?
Monster that trapped us here. If I'm going to switch the emeralds without him noticing, we have to do it.
You were right.
Very well.
We gotta bring the emerald back to him.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
You're
Aren't you
welcome.
coming? He might need your help.
I need to settle something first.
He's gonna go kill Maria.
Yeah, what does he need to settle?
I don't need you, actually. You're better off dead. Just like really awful.
I knew you could do it.
Maria.
Oh, because she's got the cancer.
I'm okay.
No way.
Really.
No way.
Because they're gonna fade away.
What's happening?
Do we need to do this? Do we?
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
I'll stop
Ah,
Rouge.
you failed, loser.
Take control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't want to be frozen in one place in time. Besides, your friends need your help.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
I know I'll see you again.
Oh, no, you literally won't. You don't know that you're gonna get shot.
It draws us apart. I will always be in your heart.
Maria.
Gerald's gonna be like, you would have been a great son-in-law.
You know, I just realized my camera wasn't flipped. I'm facing the wrong direction. I'm facing away from the screen in our
That's
little
fine.
thing.
It's okay to cry, dude. Okay, never mind. He's teaching kids to bottle up your emotions. And go chase after the real love right there. Wait, what? Wait, was that tears? Wait, he is crying. I lied. Was that tears?
I think it was. I definitely wasn't paying attention because I was
Credits
flipping
roll.
the camera. There we go.
Wow. Yeah, that was a tear. Thank you for confirming. I said they were teaching kids not to cry, but then they did. They went against the norm. They're like, no. Real hedgehogs cry. All right, let's see everyone's in the credits.
Do we want to?
Does it say Yuji Naka anywhere? In memory of Yuji Naka.
He's alive.
It says in jail or something.
No, I think he's just on like a house arrest
know.
type of deal.
I'm still on free Yuji Naka. He's cool in my book. Insider trading is like a cool crime in my head, so
I don't know. Wow, it just brings you back here? All right. Well.
So is there anything else? Is it so 5.5 hours, give or take?
Yeah, give or take. I mean, we did some putzing around. Okay, so they just put the eye down here and say, "This is how you access activate the Doom."
Challenges and bosses will also be more difficult.
There's your post-game.
So this is about 5.5 hours, and then I think the regular game, right, is about the same, maybe a little bit longer.
Maybe a little bit less. It depends on your skill level, I guess. But both these games make you do the stupid challenges to pad the time. I'm okay with having smaller game if it means it's all fun, you know what I mean? But I will say this. I enjoyed this way more than I thought I was going to. I definitely thought this was just going to be a cheap little add-on to be like, look, your Sonic Generations remaster that we want to charge, you know, a lot of money for has something new. This is more than I expected. I think
there's actual like worlds you're walking in. I thought it was going to be closer to the actual game, or it was just going to be a very short cutscenes in between things. Like this was actually like a whole open zone concept, right? With all this.
Yeah, I mean it's some of the Sonic Frontiers,
which is good. That makes me hopeful that they're doing a Sonic Frontiers 2 equivalent, and they realize that this concept works and that they're gonna keep it up. Because if they go back now, it'll be weird. You know, like it'll be
right.
Like why ditch something that is worked really well and is generally highly received conceptually.
Absolutely. By the way, Gerald just said like, oh yeah, you haven't Sonic Forces hasn't happened yet. Well, don't worry, it will. Type of thing. Now there's your Sonic X cartoon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
so where do we do all the gears again?
You give them to Eggman's robots, and then they make a rocket ship and then shoot it at the moon. Wow! Wow!
Oh man, you're not even like, you're just over halfway. I thought you'd maybe have unlocked it by now, or close to it.
Sorry, I'm not a gamer. If you were playing, you would have had it all done by now.
Probably would have like 10. I know you said you might do a video, like what you're, giving this game, maybe like a actual review or maybe even a score or whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but I don't want to commit to that yet. I gotta see.
But no, I was gonna say I agree with you, like it being more than I thought it would be. But I'm also like, I think it's fine. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not.
At least from me not playing the game, but like,
oh yeah,
it's tough. But from what I'm seeing, I'm like, yeah.
I'm not disappointed in it. I will say that, right? I am more disappointed in what they did to Sonic Generations, which is nothing. It's just a 4K 60 version of that game. And because it's based off the PC version, it has more bugs than the 360 or PS3 version.
Finally a good Sonic game. I mean, keep sleeping on Sonic Frontiers, but... God.
So yeah, I think we're probably gonna wrap up. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for all the likes. I appreciate that. Hey, remember, there's a subscribe button as well. Hope you consider pressing it. In 2 days' time, we'll be streaming once again something a little different that long-term fans of,
I guess, us.
Yeah, I don't really know. Probably no one will know what it is, but it's gonna be a very interesting and fun stream. And then a week from tomorrow is a stream I'm very much looking forward to.
David, right?
David's Incredible Crisis. Yes, David will be playing a video game, PlayStation 1, called Incredible Crisis. Devin has not seen this game before. David has not seen this game before. We're going to meet David's future family, and the weird day that they're gonna have, and I'm really excited for it. So yeah,
is that the only thing we know? Sure, I guess the only one I know that's also coming up. I mean, it's still a couple weeks away, but be ready for is the Game Awards.
Right,
probably our other big.
I should probably schedule that. I guess make it.
That's December 12th, or yeah, I think it's the Thursday. Which sucks. It's a Thursday. Because they've been doing it on Thursday. I don't know why they keep doing it on Thursdays when the thing's 3.5 hours and just fucking
do it on
it starts at 8 o'clock Pacific time or whatever. It's they could probably get more views that way too, potentially. But we have that.
Jeff's always bragging about the China viewership, so maybe that's more palatable for them. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because it's probably Friday there, right?
Friday morning.
We have that, and then we have there's gonna be a Christmas Labyrinth thing. If you've I'd highly recommend just watching our last year's Christmas podcast episode. It's gonna be a stream this time, which will make more sense, I think. But that's coming up too in December. I'm trying to think. That one doesn't have a date yet, but just trying to think of any other stuff that we want to shout out.
Yeah.
And there, you never know. Sometimes a random thing pops up where we're like, we both have free time. Let's do something. I'm sure there might be even a Pokemon in the next 3 to 4 weeks as well. I'm sure. We're
gonna try to see if we can eke one out in December, but we can't promise that yet. It's gonna be a busy month. But oh my god, those Pokemon streams are the best. You don't want to miss those. Check them out. Like, subscribe, share. Tell your friends how much of time you wasted by watching us. And, as we always like to say to end out the thing, Shadow the Hedgehog. All right.
Maria.
Now I have to. So just pretend it cut there.
Pretend
it
cut.
Bye. Okay. now it